Good afternoon and welcome to the Fieldhouse in Spencer, where the Spencer Tigers are hosting the Sioux Central Rebels today for some non-conference basketball between the Tigers and the Rebels. Let's jump right into our starting lineups, and we'll begin with the visitors from Sioux Rapids. The Rebels. Sioux Central comes into today's game 2-2 on the season. A tough matchup last night for the Rebels, as Sioux Central was matched up with Newell Fonda at Newell Fonda, and it was the Mustangs defeating the Rebels 76-25. So Sioux Central now 2-2 on the season, and in the starting lineup today for the Rebels, 5'8" senior number 4, Taylor Kreger. 5'7" sophomore number 5, Berkeley Johansson. 5'6" senior number 11, Emma Lonning. 5'9" senior number 20, Jenna Jessen. 5'9" senior number 41, Nicole Fonlander. The Spencer Tigers come into today's game with a record of 2-1 on the season. And for the Spencer Tigers, in the starting lineup today, 5'3" sophomore number 1, Jada Piercy. A 5'4" junior number 10, Lexi Johnson. A 5'7" junior number 15, Allison Piercy. A 5'10" senior number 23, Peyton Cooper. And a 5'7" senior, number 25, Olivia Ermiter. Spencer Tigers' leading scorer through 3 games has been Lexi Johnson at 17.7 points per game. Allison Piercy averaging 12.3 points per game. Jada Piercy, the rebound leader for the Tigers, at 5.3 rebounds per game. Sioux Central's leading scorer, Taylor Kreger, at 19.7 points per game. Berkeley Johansson averaging 12. We are set now for the national anthem. We will pause, and when we come back, it's tip-off between the Tigers and the Rebels here on KICD Radio.
Experience the difference at St. Luke Homes and Services in Spencer.
National anthem just wrapping up here moments ago at the Fieldhouse in Spencer, and we are ready now for tip-off between the Tigers and the Rebels. The Spencer Tigers 2-1 overall. Spencer with wins over Lamar's and Harris Lake Park, a loss by just 3 points to Sioux City East. And the Sioux Central Rebels 2-2 on the season. The Rebels in their road red uniforms today with the silver letters and numbers. Spencer Tigers in the home whites today with the purple lettering, numbering, and accents. It will be Peyton Cooper to jump for Spencer. Sioux Central will send Jenna Jessen, the 5'9" senior, to jump, and actually Allison Piercy will step in to jump for the Tigers. We are ready to go. Ball is in the air. It is tipped by Jessen, and Sioux Central will control as Nicole Fonlander had the basketball, hands it off to her guard court, or to her backcourt teammate. And a whistle right away as Sioux Central gets into the offense. And a foul called, a reach-in foul on the Spencer Tigers right away. And it's going to be a foul on Allison Piercy. That is her first personal. Now the inbound pass for Sioux Central. We have a good crowd on hand here for a Saturday afternoon basketball game between two close teams, just about a 15-minute drive for Sioux Central, so no surprise the Rebel fans traveled well, even. Over on the left wing to Berkeley Johansson. In the post for Kreger. Fakes to the middle of the lane, back to the baseline, and lays it in with the left hand. Nice post move by the leading scorer for the Rebels, 19.7 points per game for Kreger. Sioux Central takes the lead 2-0. 40 seconds gone. Spencer Tigers with the basketball. Lexi Johnson at the top of the arc to Jada Piercy for three. It's good from the left wing, and that's a good sign for Jada. She's not shot the three ball as well as she would like here in the early portion of the season, as Jada has been just 20% from three, but she knocks down her first three-pointer here this afternoon, and the Tigers take its first Spencer Tiger lead at 3-2. Sioux Central in the corner with Taylor Kreger now up top for Jessen. Her three is offline, and it will be Spencer Tiger basketball. The Tigers will take over, leading by a point. We're in the early going in this non-conference matchup between the Tigers and the Rebels. Spencer Tiger ball with Olivia Ermiter. She will walk into a three-pointer, take it. It's off to the right, no good. And rebounded by Sioux Central. Now Taylor Kreger will handle it across the timeline. Allison Piercy right with her step for step. Passing to Lawning. Lawning lost her footing and turns it over. Spencer out and running. The Tigers will lay it in. Allison Piercy got ahead of the pack. Taylor Kreger right behind her but couldn't catch up. And the Tigers extend the lead 5-2. Sioux Central in the front court has the pass deflected. Jada Piercy now the other way will lay it up and in. And Jada comes up with the steal and the lay-in. Back-to-back turnovers forced by the Tigers, which turn into instant offense. So now it is Sioux Central across the timeline and into the front court. On the dribble, Taylor Kreger. She will bring the ball to the middle of the floor. Passes on the right wing to Nicole Fonlander. Fonlander back up top with Berkeley Johansson. She dribbles in the corner and finds Jenna Jessen. To Kreger for a deep three-pointer, and it's good. And Taylor Kreger locked in early. We saw her go to work in the post on the first trip down the floor for Sioux Central. Now steps out and knocks down a three-pointer. Pulls her team back within two. 7-5 Spencer. Lexi Johnson at the top of the arc. Dribbles into the paint to Allison Piercy for three. Too strong. Peyton Cooper goes for the rebound, and a foul will be called against Peyton as she got a hand on the basketball, but is called for catching the Sioux Central player on the arm in the process. So Peyton will pick up her first personal. Coach Stevenson arguing the call, saying that it was up above the Sioux Central player. Didn't think there was any contact. Coach Stevenson sharing a laugh with the official closest to him, because I think that official is saying, hey, I didn't make that call. Well, Coach Stevenson is arguing the call. Shot at the rim, no good for Morgan Christian, who's come into the game for Sioux Central, one of those freshmen that Coach Stevenson mentioned in the pregame. And the Spencer Tigers lose the ball out of bounds. One official saying it should be Sioux Central ball, and I think the other official going to overrule him potentially. No, the original call will stand. It will be Sioux Central basketball. So the first Tiger turnover of the game. And now Sioux Central has it in the backcourt. Taylor Kreger to inbound the basketball to Emma Lawning. Lawning weaves through the lane, has her pass deflected, gets it back. Turns and faces up. Now Jessen will drive baseline. Stops in the lane, wild shot offline. Peyton Cooper grabs the rebound, and a foul called on Sioux Central's Nicole Fonlander. Peyton Cooper comes up with the basketball, takes some contact. And now the Tigers will have it with Jada Piercy. Spencer leading 7-5 with 4:52 left to play in the first quarter. Jada in the corner for Allison. She drives baseline, kicks to Lexi Johnson for three. Lexi's shot too strong, and the rebound pulled in by Sioux Central's Taylor Kreger. Kreger has shown the ability to play inside-outside quite a bit already in this game. Now she picks up her dribble, finds Emma Lawning on the left wing. Up top to Jenna Jessen. Now to the right side of the floor, and Morgan Christian in the post for Fonlander. Tried one way, now back the other. Double team comes, forces the pass to Kreger. Now Christian back for Fonlander inside. Made a tough catch, puts up the shot, no good. And Spencer grabs the board but loses it. Sioux Central gets the shot away, and a foul called on the Tigers. Peyton Cooper had the ball for a moment, lost it. And then as the Sioux Central player went up for the shot, Peyton called for the foul. So that will be the second foul. Two quick fouls on Peyton Cooper. And it looks like she's going to come out of the game after this first free throw. Jenna Jessen has the first free throw on the way, and it's no good off the right side of the iron. Haley Behrens will replace Peyton Cooper for substitution for the Tigers. And now Jenna Jessen makes the second free throw to pull the Rebels within one. 7-6 Spencer. First point not from Taylor Kreger for Sioux Central. And now the Spencer Tigers bring it across the timeline, leading by a point. Allison Piercy to Haley Behrens. Now Jada Piercy on the left wing. Gets in the paint. Passes to Haley Behrens. Has it stolen by Christian. Morgan Christian trying to go coast to coast. Lays it up. It's around the rim and out. No good. And then the ball loose on the floor. Morgan Christian first to it. And a foul called against Spencer's Allison Piercy. And for Allison, that will be her second. So now Allison Piercy and Peyton Cooper each with 2 fouls. Matea Lowe going to check into the game for the Tigers. She will replace Allison Piercy with those 2. And now Sioux Central to inbound the basketball on the baseline. Morgan Christian looking to get the ball in. Delana Brugman, a 5'10 senior, has come into the game. Rebels almost lose it out of bounds, but save it. Brady Kreger, one of the freshmen for the Sioux Central team, coming in and joining her fellow freshman, Morgan Christian, on the floor. Brady Kreger passes to Taylor Kreger. Kreger in the middle of the floor, now looks on the right side, back to the left, and Brady Kreger. Into the post for Morgan Christian. Christian drives baseline, puts it up, no good. And the Tigers grab the rebound. Jada Piercy will bring it across. And now the Tigers set up the offense. Ermiter left alone at the top of the arc. Pulls up instead from the free throw line. Jump shot too strong, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Sioux Central. Sioux Central will match up for the Tiger inbounds pass. Mo McDermott coming into the game for Olivia Ermiter. Now the Tigers inbound it to Matea Lowe in the corner. Matea to Jada Piercy up top. She'll try the 3. Too strong. Tigers tip the rebound, and Mo McDermott gets it and lays it in. Mo McDermott in the right spot at the right time. Matea Lowe, and there was another Tiger over there that kept that alive, and it fell fortuitously right to Mo McDermott. Tigers match up defensively in the half court. Spencer leading 9-6. Taylor Kreger at the top of the arc. In the post for Brady Kreger. One dribble brings it outside the lane. Now back to Taylor Kreger. She'll turn the corner down the lane. Tough shot, way too tall. And it hits the top of the basket support, which is out of bounds. And the Tigers will have it. What happened there was, I think a Spencer player partially blocked the shot, which caused Taylor Kreger's ball to go way up high because she pushed it up harder. And then it hit the basket support up above. So the two officials, I think, are discussing should that be out of bounds on Spencer or Sioux Central. Normally, if a player shoots it and it bounces off the rim and hits the basket support, then yes, it would be out of bounds on the team that shot it. But the Spencer Tigers, I think, blocking that shot is what caused it to hit the basket support. And that's what the official is coming over to tell Coach Stevenson right now, is that the Spencer player blocking that shot knocked it into the basket support, and the Spencer player touched it last. I believe that is the discussion, so it will stay with Sioux Central on the baseline. Coach Stevenson not happy with the call, but the Tigers will have to get back in a defensive stance. Spencer, by the way, had already gone down to the other end expecting to get the basketball, has to come back and set up defensively. 2:25 left to play in the first quarter. 9-6 Spencer Tigers lead. Brady Kreger has her shot blocked. Now it's saved by Morgan Christian. Morgan Christian loses the dribble, but it was last touched by a Spencer player and goes over the end line. Pretty competitive first quarter here between these two teams. We knew it would be. Sioux Central inbounding the basketball with Morgan Christian. Morgan Christian gets it in at the rim, but the Tigers come up with the steal. Lexi Johnson and Mo McDermott. Lexi has only attempted one shot so far. Here's Mo McDermott to the basket, takes it in, and is fouled. Not sure we've seen that kind of aggressiveness early in an offensive set from Mo McDermott yet this season, but that time she saw a lane and took it. So Mo McDermott will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. First free throw. Lines it up, and it's short off the front iron. Mo's first miss at the free throw line this year. Now she lines up the second. And that's no good off the front iron. Tigers got the rebound, put it back up. That wouldn't go. And now Spencer needs to recover defensively as Sioux Central has the basketball with 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. 9-6, Spencer Tigers in front. Brady Kreger trying to keep the dribble alive. Finds Morgan Christian. Morgan Christian will dribble it to the top of the arc. Has the ball poked away for a moment. Saved by Taylor Kreger. Back to Morgan Christian, middle of the floor. Christian hands off to Brady Kreger. Fakes the 3, back to Morgan Christian. And Coach Kreger wants a timeout. Good defense by the Spencer Tigers. Nowhere to go for Sioux Central, and a timeout taken by the Rebels with Spencer leading 9-6. Minute and a half left first quarter. Here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we keep you connected. Your heating and cooling system keeps your home comfortable all year round. We all expect reliable electric service when we need it. Whether it's turning on the lights or operating appliances throughout the day, you and your family rely on it day and night. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we are keeping you connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We keep you connected to your world.
At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we keep you connected. Your heating and cooling system keeps your home comfortable all
House in Spencer. By the way, over on our sister station Big Country 107.7, Iowa State a 21-0 lead with 2:49 left to play in the second quarter. The Cyclones handling their business early on this big Saturday for college football. Three-pointer no good for Taylor Kreger. The ball bounced around, hit off of a Sioux Central player's shin and went out of bounds, so the Tigers will take over. Inbounds pass from Mo McDermott to Jada Piercy. Jada gets the play call from the bench, and now the Tigers attack the zone defense of Sioux Central in the post. Haley Behrens, nice step-through move, lays it in as she's fouled. And Haley Behrens with the and-one opportunity, looking like vintage Kevin McHale that time. Haley Behrens spins towards the lane, steps back through towards the baseline, and lays it in. That is her go-to move in the post, and it's a good one. Free throw good to complete the three-point play. And Haley Behrens extends the Tiger lead to 12-6 with just about a minute left to play in this opening quarter. Baseline drive, but a travel beforehand. Berkeley Johansson, shuffle of the feet as she starts to drive baseline. And the Tigers will inbound the basketball momentarily with Lexi Johnson replacing Jada Piercy. Matea Lowe will inbound the basketball to Mo McDermott. Mo McDermott gets the play call from the Tiger bench. And Sioux Central matches up again in the man-to-man. Didn't like that one trip down the floor in the zone. Now back to the man-to-man defense. Mo McDermott back up top to Lexi Johnson. Lexi faces up towards the basket. Decides the ball reversal the best option with 40 seconds left in the first. Tigers doubling up Sioux Central 12-6. Matea Lowe all alone at the top of the arc. In the post, Behrens. Same step-through move from the other side, but no good as it was a little bit too strong. Sioux Central grabs the board, and the Rebels have it with Taylor Kreger. Sioux Central will probably hold for the final shot with just 20 seconds on the clock in this opening quarter. Kreger taking her time. Mo McDermott closest to her. Taylor Kreger dribbles, gets a ball screen from Fonlander. In the corner for Johansson, and it went through the wickets, right through the legs, into the corner and out of bounds. That's a tough one for Sioux Central, trying to hold for the final shot, instead giving the ball back to Spencer with 5.5 seconds left in this first quarter. Matea's going to inbound it to Jada. Sioux Central will set up some pressure. Jada makes the catch, 5 seconds to half court. Up ahead to Lexi, got behind the defense, lays it up, but left it just short. Haley Behrens gets the offensive rebound, and the first quarter comes to a close. Spencer 12, Sioux Central 6 on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
The Spencer Channel 3 is online. Check it out. With Channel 3 Online, you can watch community and school programming, original shows, local cultural events on demand right from your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Access to Channel 3 Online comes free with your SMU cable subscription. Get started with Channel 3 Online today. Visit smunet.net for a direct link. Your favorite local programs are only a click away.
What's new about your favorite brothers? Everything.
I love it.
And when we say new,
Thank you guys.
we mean brand new. Wednesdays through February.
This home is our forever home. It really feels like a dream.
All new Property Brothers Forever Home. Wednesday night at 9 on HGTV.
Start of the second quarter from the field house in Spencer, where the Spencer Tigers lead the Sioux Central Rebels 12-6. And the Tigers will have the basketball coming out of the quarter break. It will be Matea Lowe to inbound it to Jada Piercy. Jada leading the Tigers at this point with 5 points in that first quarter, and she's on the dribble now with the top of the three-point line. Passes on the wing to Lexi Johnson. Tigers looking in the post for Barons. Good defense on the Bolden Isle by Sioux Central. Now Jada, a deep three-pointer, hits the front of the iron, but no good. Jada with a couple of steps from the three-point line, letting it go. Now the Tigers matched up in the man-to-man defense. Lexi Johnson all over Berkeley Johansson, forces the pass into the corner for Jessen. Now Taylor Kreger on the wing. Back to Jessen in the corner. Jessen dribbles it to the right wing. Taylor Kreger comes to get it. Now to Berkeley Johansson. Lost it for a moment, gets it back. Now the Tigers steal it away again. Ball loose on the floor. And Haley Barons will force the jump ball. Good hustle by the Tigers. The arrow favors Sioux Central, so the Rebels fortunate there. So the Tigers really should have gotten the basketball back with that hustle defensive play. Inbounds pass. That's why I stand with Dick Vitale, getting rid of the possession arrow. It should favor the defensive team when they make a play like that. Here is Jessen trying to find Taylor Kreger. Unable to do so, and the whistle called for a Spencer Tiger foul. That will be the first on Jada Piercy. Sioux Central inbounding it on the side out. Lob into Taylor Kreger. Now Jenna Jessen on the right side of the arc. Fonlander at the free throw line. In the post for Kreger. Left side for Lonning. She starts to drive, and a blocking foul called on Matea Lowe, trying to shuffle her feet and stay in front of Lonning. And Matea knocked to the ground. For Matea, that's going to be her first personal. And the Spencer Tigers' sixth team foul. Sioux Central ball with Taylor Kreger at the top. She spins down the right side of the lane, had it knocked away, gets it back. Lonning over to the left side of the arc. And Kendra Casey, the 5'5" sophomore who's come into the game. Jessen picks up her dribble, and a 5-second violation called against Sioux Central. Great defense from Ermiter, Lowe, and Jada Piercy, who were combining to get that 5-second violation on the Sioux Central Rebels. Great defense. Coach Stevenson and the Tiger bench elated with that effort. 12-6, Ermiter with the ball. Now Jada Piercy looking in the post for Haley Barons. A whistle and a foul called against Sioux Central. Emma Lonning will pick up the foul. That's her first. Fourth team foul on Sioux Central. Jada Piercy gets it into Ermiter. She'll try the corner three, and it's too strong. Ball knocked around, and it ends up with Sioux Central. Rebels run the floor. Lonning gets behind the Tiger defense, missed at the rim, and then the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Spencer. Opportunity missed there for Sioux Central. It looked like the Rebels might get an easy basket as the Tigers lost Emma Lonning over the top of the defense. Sioux Central inbounding it on the baseline. Lob it into Jessen at the elbow. She hands it off to Taylor Kreger. Tough runner with the left hand, no good. Morgan Christian, the offensive rebound, drops it to Fonlander. That won't go. And then the ball knocked into the backcourt and saved by Taylor Kreger. Good hustle play by Sioux Central. Now the Rebels pass in the corner for Kendra Casey. Up top to Jessen. Over to the right side, and Taylor Kreger in the corner, Morgan Christian. Christian to Casey. Casey turns the corner. Tried to get to the basket, couldn't. Matea Lowe had it for a moment, couldn't secure it. Now Christian at the rim, shot no good. Spencer the rebound with Olivia Ermiter. Ermiter to Jada Piercy. Quick pass ahead to Lexi Johnson. 15-foot jumper, good. Lexi faked the three, ducked under the defender who came out to contest, and then knocks down the 15-footer after a dribble. 14-6 Spencer. Kendra Casey starts to drive baseline. Up top to Morgan Christian for three. It's good. Morgan Christian with her first make of the afternoon. Second made Sioux Central three, and the Tiger lead cut to 5. 14-9 Tigers. Matea Lowe starts to dribble, has it taken away by Taylor Kreger. Kreger will run the floor, lay it up. No good on the contest by Lexi Johnson. Now Lexi gets the long rebound. She's out and running. She falls to the floor, but gets the pass to Jada Piercy, who lays it in. Wild sequence at both ends, and it somehow ends up in a Spencer Tiger made layup. Looked like the Tigers were going to give up a layup at the other end. Instead, turns into a positive for the Tigers. 16-9, Spencer leads by 7. Tigers make a double switch. Peyton Cooper and Allison Piercy both back in. Both players needing to play smart basketball here with 2 fouls. Brady Kreger steps back, tries the three. It's too strong. Allison Piercy goes up for the rebound and gets it. Piercy then has it taken away by Jenna Jessen. Jessen to Emma Lonning for three, and it's good. Sioux Central knocking down back-to-back three-pointers. And the Tiger lead now 4. 16-12 Spencer. Jada Piercy up top takes the three, but a travel called on Jada. Coach Stevenson saying she came to a jump stop after the catch, but the official disagrees, and the Tigers will lose the basketball, give it back to Sioux Central. Sioux Central walks it up the floor with Morgan Christian. Morgan Christian dribbling behind the back, now between the legs, gets a screen from Lonning. Morgan Christian again picks up her dribble. Back to Emma Lonning. And an offensive foul called against Emma Lonning on the push-off against the Tiger defender. Spencer Ball, after the offensive foul, that goes down as a turnover for Sioux Central, the 6th of the afternoon. 3:47 left to play in the first half. Tigers lead by 4. Jada takes it to the rim and is fouled. You could see that one very clearly as the arm went up from Brady Kreger. Smacked the wrist of Jada Piercy as she let the shot go. Jada couldn't connect, but she's at the free throw line now for 2. First free throw up and good for Jada Piercy. Jada will have one more free throw. As the Tigers bring Olivia Ermiter out of the game and Mo McDermott back in. Jada makes the second free throw. 81% free throw shooter, Jada Piercy this season. Kick ball on Spencer as the Tigers set up the full court pressure. Peyton Cooper, very good soccer player for the Tigers, but that time using her soccer skills a little bit too much. Sioux Central inbounds it in the backcourt to Taylor Kreger. Kreger running into a teammate. Or did a Spencer player run into her teammate? They did. It will be a Spencer Tiger foul. And unfortunately, that's going to be on Peyton Cooper and will be her 3rd. So Peyton will check out of the game, likely for the remainder of the first half. Free throw is up and no good for Sioux Central's Brady Kreger, and then a great box out from Mo McDermott, and Brady Kreger is called for the foul with a push. Mo McDermott got out to the shooter and boxed her out just like you're supposed to, and as Kreger went for the rebound, pushed. And now the Tigers will go to the free throw line. Spencer in the bonus, Mo McDermott at 1-1. Mo lines it up, free throw good on the first. Second free throw up and good. McDermott knocks down both. She has 4 first half points. 3:33 left to play in the first half. Tigers lead 20-12. Sioux Central in the front court. Brady Kreger picks up her dribble. Passes on the wing to Emma Lonning. Lonning back to Morgan Christian. Backdoor cut for Brady Kreger. Lays it in. The assist from Morgan Christian. Spencer Ball, Jada Piercy ahead to Lexi Johnson. Wide open on the wing. Sioux Central lost her, but the three too strong. And the Rebels get the rebound. It's Morgan Christian. She will bring it across the timeline. Finds Brady Kreger wide open three, and that's good. Spencer giving up the wide open look to the Sioux Central freshman, and we have a 3-point game. Spencer 20, Sioux Central 17. 2:47 left to play in the first half. Allison Piercy on the right side of the arc. Skip pass to Jada. She'll try the three in the opposite corner. No good, too strong. Rebound secured by Brady Kreger of Sioux Central. Taylor Kreger with the basketball. Sioux Central could tie the game here with the three-pointer. 20-17 Tigers. 2:28 left to play in the first half. Up top, Lonning faked the three. Now Kreger drives to the basket, flips it up with the left hand. No good. Tigers stay straight up and down on the shot contest. And the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Spencer. Inbounds pass for Morgan Christian. She gets it into Taylor Kreger. Her shot no good. And Spencer grabs the rebound. It's Allison Piercy. Allison in transition. Crosses over. Lobs it to Lexi. That was tipped away, but Jada gets it. Jada into the paint, all the way to the rim. Lays it in after the Euro step. Jada looking like a race car going between cones that time as she had to navigate around 3 or 4 different players in the lane. Emma Lonning out to Brady Kreger for three again, and it's good. Kreger, freshman, you know what? Both of these freshmen, maybe they just don't know any better, but absolutely fearless about taking shots and being confident. 22-20. Spencer Tigers lead by 2. 1:32 left to go in the first half. Into the post for Haley Barron. She puts up the shot, but beforehand traveled with the basketball. Tried to get her feet sorted out for the shot. Stepped through a pair of defenders and was called for the travel. So far this game living up to expectations. 22-20 Spencer Tigers. Morgan Christian crosses the timeline. Protects the basketball from Lexi Johnson, who is hounding her. Now Emma Lonning at the free throw line. To Delana Brugman. Back to Morgan Christian in the corner for Lonning for three, and it's good. Sioux Central takes the lead on the made three-pointer from Emma Lonning. The three-point shooting here in the second quarter has been the difference for Sioux Central. The Rebels have knocked down 5 second-quarter three-pointers. The Tigers have yet to make one in the quarter. Spencer throws it away inside, looking for Ermiter on the low block. Sioux Central 23, Spencer 22. Taylor Kreger will pull it out near the timeline. Start to think about running some clock here with 40 seconds left in the first half. Kreger again takes a look at the clock. Dribbles to the middle of the floor. To Morgan Christian. Hands off to Brady Kreger. Back to Taylor Kreger on the Tiger logo at midcourt with 25 seconds left to play. Brady Kreger comes to get it. Now Morgan Christian. To Emma Lonning. Back out to Taylor Kreger. Kreger to Morgan Christian. 12 seconds left in the first half. Christian takes a look at the clock, crosses over, and is fouled by Lexi Johnson. Lexi called for the foul. That will be Spencer's 8th team foul. Morgan Christian headed to the line for a 1-and-1. Taylor Kreger will check out of the game. Kendra Casey coming into the game, also Berkeley Johansson. Emma Lonning heads to the bench. Morgan Christian lines up the front end of the 1-and-1. It's too strong, and the rebound by Sioux Central. The Rebels lose the footing in the lane, kick it out. 3 on the way for Brady Kreger. It's no good. Tigers gather the rebound, dodge a bullet there at the end of the second quarter. And at the halftime break, it is Sioux Central 23, Spencer 22 on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
The first priority at Boyd &
Municipal
Salem.
Utilities, we keep you connected. Safety is our number.
Their philosophy is to provide you with the best dental care in a
Municipal
friendly.
Utilities, we keep you connected. Safety is our #1 priority for our employees and the entire community. We assist in safely locating underground utilities when businesses and homeowners have simple projects to complete. Providing safe, reliable services is what we do. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we are keeping you connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We keep you connected to your world.
You seek the open road, the ride. In search of dives, you've got to try. Bold flavors, dipped and glazed and fried. And by your side, there sits the guide. You seek the open road, the ride. We've got your order. We've got your guide. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. Friday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch this channel and many others anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere with SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchTVEverywhere.com.
I've got an office job now. Iowa adopted 0 fatalities, and frankly, this whole let's work together to reduce traffic fatalities wasn't looking good for me. Sure. Following these 5 simple rules can keep you and your loved ones, alive. But come on, I can't spend eternity here. I'm not exactly a people person.
Learn more about the 0 Fatalities program and how you can help keep the Grim Reaper off Iowa's roads.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. Battles are won within. Over enemies of fear. Enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise of battles won.
Hello? This is your utility company calling to let you know that your account is up for disconnection if you don't pay your overdue balance right now. Can I get your account number, please?
Thank you for calling in to verify the status of your account. We are glad you hung up and called in rather than falling for a scam. We do not call customers asking for an account number. We will ask you to verify your identity.
Don't become a victim of a utility. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we keep you connected. From the time you step in the shower first thing in the morning and quick start the dishwasher before leaving the house for the day, to grabbing a glass of water after an evening walk, we know you expect quality water to meet all your needs. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we are keeping you connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We keep you connected to your world.
At the halftime break, the Spencer Tigers trail the Sioux Central Rebels by 1. It's Sioux Central 23, Spencer 22. Let's take a look at the first half stats. The Tigers in the first quarter shot 5 of 14, 3 of 7 in the second quarter. For the half, 8 of 21, 38%, but just 1 of 8 from three-point range, 13%. At the free throw line, Spencer 5 of 7, and the Tigers with 7 turnovers unofficially. For the Sioux Central Rebels in the first quarter, 2 of 11 shooting, 6 of 16 in the second quarter. For the half, 8 of 27, 30%, and the difference, Sioux Central 6 of 10 from three-point range in the first half. The Rebels just 1 of 4 at the free throw line, 6 turnovers for Sioux Central. The Tigers jumped out to a 12-6 lead after the first quarter, but Sioux Central, powered by that three-point shooting, outscoring the Tigers 17-10 in the second quarter to take a 23-22 lead at the halftime break. In the JV game before this, the Spencer Tiger girls won 47-29 over Sioux Central. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Tigers, very busy stretch of basketball for the Purple and Gold. Spencer will be in action again on Monday against Emmetsburg here at the Fieldhouse, and then travel to Spirit Lake to take on the Indians in the Tigers' first Lakes Conference doubleheader of the season. Spencer will host Western Christian on December 11th, so next Friday, and then a week from that, Friday, December 18th. Spencer on the road at Storm Lake to take on the Tornadoes in the final games before the Christmas break and the final games of 2020. When we come back, we'll take a look at our individual scoring stats from the first half. At the halftime break, it is Sioux Central 23, Spencer 22. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on News Radio 102.5, AM 1240 KICD, and streaming online at KICDAM.com. One more update for you. It is Iowa State leading West Virginia at the halftime break, 21-0. Brock Purdy is 10 of 12 passing, 127 yards and a touchdown. The Cyclones have rushed for 109 yards, 4.7 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns in the rushing game, as the Cyclones in control at the halftime break, 21-0 at West Virginia. Also, Iowa has clawed back after falling behind early against Illinois, and it's Illinois 14, Iowa 13 at the halftime break. Again, when we come back, we'll look at our scoring stats from the first half. It is Sioux Central 23, Spencer 22, here on KICD Radio.
This house is going to be incredible.
For Dave and Jenny, it's all about family, fun, and fixing up homes.
We're ready to make it our forever home. I just need you to deliver on that, Dave Mars.
I always deliver. We have 5 kids.
I'm in heaven.
Don't miss an all-new Fixer to Fabulous. Tuesday at 9 on HGTV.
Watch this channel and many others anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere with SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchtveverywhere.com.
Experience the difference at St. Luke Homes and Services in Spencer.
The environment is wonderful. I enjoy coming to work every day. The staff are really great, but the residents.
At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we keep you connected. After a long day at work using our internet service for your business needs, we know you expect the same service at home. When everyone gets home and is using their devices while waiting for dinner, or online while winding down at the end of the day. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we are keeping you connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We keep you connected to your world.
Building Alaska has something for everyone. Uncrowded beaches.
It's 10-ish degrees.
And vigorous workouts. Oh, there's the bears you have to outrun. You work hard. Treat yourself to a room with a view. An all-new Building Alaska, Sunday night at 9, only on DIY Network.
Watch this channel and many others anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere with SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchtveverywhere.com. The Spencer Channel 3 is online. Check it out. With Channel 3 Online, you can watch community and school programming, original shows, local cultural events on demand right from your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Access to Channel 3 Online comes free with your SMU Cable subscription. Get started with Channel 3 Online today. Visit smunet.net for a direct link. Your favorite local programs are only a click away.
At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we keep you connected. Supporting local community events you attend throughout the year or sponsoring an event your child participates in. Improving infrastructure throughout the community of Spencer for current and future residents, while providing services you can count on to make Spencer shine. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we are keeping you connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We keep you connected to your world.
If you notice that a streetlight is out or blinking, please go to our website at smunet.net and click on the Streetlight Outage Report link, and we will send out our customer service representative to get it fixed.
House in Spencer, the Sioux Central Rebels lead the Spencer Tigers by a score of 23-22. Both teams have emerged from the locker room as we get ready to go for the start of the third quarter. Leading scorer for Spencer in the half, Jada Piercy with 11. 4 points for Mo McDermott, 3 for Haley Behrens, 2 Allison Piercy and Lexi Johnson. For Sioux Central, 8 points Brady Kreger, 6 for Emma Lonning, 5 Taylor Kreger, 3 for Morgan Christian, 1 point at the line for Jenna Jessen. Sioux Central looking to improve to 3-2 with a win today. The Spencer Tigers 2-1 looking for win number 3 as well. Both teams getting final instructions from their bench. Sioux Central led by head coach Casey Kreger. Spencer Tigers led by head coach Matt Stevenson. Both teams ready to come out onto the floor for the start of the third quarter. Spencer will leave Peyton Cooper on the bench with those 3 fouls. So the one change in the lineup from the starting lineup will be Haley Behrens at the forward spot. Sioux Central will have the same 5 on the floor that began the game: Kreger, Johansson, Lonning, Jessen, and Fawnlander. Spencer Tiger ball. Tigers run a screen for Lexi Johnson. Now Allison Piercy gets the pass on the wing. She is hit on the arm by Taylor Kreger, and the foul call on Kreger will be her first. So Taylor Kreger picks up her first personal, first team foul for Sioux Central just 5 seconds into the third quarter. Tiger basketball. Olivia Ermiter, dribble handoff to Jada Piercy. Now Allison Piercy crosses over. Ball went off of someone's foot. Tigers recover it. Lexi Johnson. Back to Jada. Good man-to-man defense from Sioux Central. Jada down the lane, off glass, no good. Behrens tipped it. Jada keeps it alive. Piercy to Lexi Johnson in the corner. Lexi tries to drive and dish, stolen away by Sioux Central's Jenna Jessen, and the Rebels have the basketball. Sioux Central leading 23-22. The Rebels shot 60% from 3 on 6 of 10 shooting in the first half. Emma Lonning gets in the lane. Her shot no good. Back out to Kreger for 3. That's no good. Too strong. Haley Behrens grabs the rebound, and she is fouled. So really, you think about it, Sioux Central has scored 18 of its 23 points from three-point range. Spencer Tiger defense inside the three-point line has been impeccable to this point. Sioux Central been able to knock down some outside shots, and that's been the difference. Jada Piercy for 3. Too strong. Behrens tips the rebound, but Sioux Central will grab it. And now the Rebels have the basketball with Emma Lonning. Lonning to Taylor Kreger. Up top to Jessen. To a cutting Berkeley Johansson down the lane. Her shot goes up, and she's fouled. And the foul will be called on Haley Behrens. Behrens' first personal, and Berkeley Johansson will have 2 free throws. Johansson heads to the free throw line, where she is a 71% free throw shooter. And the first free throw rims out, no good. If you missed it, Iowa State Cyclones leading 21-0 at the halftime break over West Virginia. On the gridiron. Second free throw good for Johansson. And the Tigers now trail by 2. 24-22, Sioux Central in front. Spencer ball. Lexi Johnson on the left wing. Tigers get the shot away, and it's good. And Spencer ties it up 24-24 on the made 2-pointer from Jada Piercy. Taylor Kreger on the dribble for Sioux Central. 24-24 our score. 6 minutes left to play third quarter. Jumper on the way, and too strong on the 3 from Emma Lonning. And again, the ball bounced high off the rim, hit off the basket support up above the rim. And so it will be a Spencer Tiger chance with the ball as Jada Piercy brings the ball up the floor on the dribble across the timeline. 5:50 left to play third quarter. Olivia Ermiter tries the 3, buries the three-pointer from the top of the arc as the Tigers make their second 3 of the afternoon. Olivia Ermiter's first points of the game, and it's 27-24 Spencer Tigers. Tigers trying to turn up the pressure on the defensive end. Lonning gets away, looks for Fawnlander, tipped by Behrens, and the Tigers get the steal. Ermiter to Jada Piercy. Jada puts the foot on the gas all the way into the lane, bumped into Lonning, and a foul called on Emma Lonning of Sioux Central. Jada, like a race car going 0 to 60. I guess I already called Jada a race car in the first half, so why not again in the second half? Jada's at the free throw line for 2. That foul was called on Lonning, and that's her third personal. Only player in the game with 3 fouls, other than Peyton Cooper. Jada makes the first free throw. She's 3 of 3 at the line this afternoon. Now has 14 points to lead all scorers. Jada Piercy will line up the second free throw, and it is good. Inbounds pass, Jessen to Kreger. Tigers full court pressure. Taylor Kreger gets it across the timeline herself. Passes in the corner for Casey. Now to Morgan Christian on the left elbow. Christian. Back to Kendra Casey. Casey underneath the basket. Reverse lay-in is good. Pretty stuff from the 5'5 sophomore. Tigers inbound the basketball to Jada Piercy. Jada to Allison Piercy. Skip pass to the corner. Lexi Johnson for 3. No good. Rebounded Taylor Kreger. Kreger gets to midcourt and a blocking foul on Lexi Johnson, the call. Lexi will pick up her second personal foul. Second team foul on the Tigers. Spencer leading 29-26, 4:48 left to play, third quarter. Inbounds pass to Morgan Christian for Sioux Central. Right wing now, Brady Kreger in the post for Taylor Kreger. Nearly traveled, now she did travel. Spencer walled up in front of Taylor Kreger with 2 or 3 Spencer players. Caused her to, lean away from them a little bit, and then she just couldn't help but drag her pivot foot as her momentum carried her away from the basket. 8th turnover for Sioux Central. Allison Piercy for 3, no good. Tigers have not been able to knock down the outside shot with consistency here today. Just 2 made threes. 1 of 8 from 3 in that first half. Kreger puts the foot in the ground, gets to the rim and lays it in with the right hand. The scoop lay-in. And Kreger showing her ambidextrous nature around the rim. She's gone up with the left hand and right hand with similar efficiency today. Tigers turn the corner in the lane, and Lexi Johnson will get to the basket where she's fouled. Lexi coming off of a curl in the lane. Spencer found her with the pass right in rhythm. I think it was Allison Piercy who made that pass. And now Lexi's at the free throw line for 2. First free throw, good. Jenna Jessen comes into the game, replacing Nicole Fonlander. Lexi Johnson's second free throw, rims out, no good. Jessen gets the rebound. Passes it to midcourt, Casey. Tigers bring the double team trap, and a whistle and a timeout taken by Coach Kreger as he was quick to get that timeout with Spencer setting up that half-court trap. He knew that his team was in a tight spot. 30-28 Spencer Tigers, 3:59 left to play, third quarter. Here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240, KICD.
The first priority.
Vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
30-28, the Spencer Tigers lead with 3:45 left to play in the third quarter, and Spencer comes out in a zone defense, 2-3 zone. Jada Piercy called for the foul on the jump shot. Shooting the jumper was Brady Kreger, and I believe it was a three-pointer. Waiting to see if it is a 3-shot foul. I think there's some confusion on who the foul should be on, because right now the official indicated Haley Behrens. It should have been Jada Piercy, and now it gets switched. Haley Behrens was inside near the rim. Jada Piercy called for the foul. First free throw was no good. The second free throw, good. Now Brady Kreger will line up the third free throw. And it's high off the rim, rebounded by Allison Piercy. Falls to the ground, lost the basketball. Jessen gets it back and traveled. She was going to try and lay it up. A Spencer player came in and contested the shot, and as she tried to make the bounce pass instead, took an extra step and traveled. So Spencer will hold on to its 1-point lead, 30-29, purple and gold. 3:30 left to play in the third quarter. On the dribble, Spencer in the corner for Lexi Johnson for three. Too strong. Rebounded by Sioux Central. Lexi Johnson with just one made field goal here today as she has struggled with her shot so far. Taylor Kreger down the lane, navigates traffic and lays it in. Getting the pass from the wing was Kreger, and Sioux Central back in front 31-30. Jada puts on the brakes, tries the three. That's no good. Rebounded inside by the Rebels. Taylor Kreger will bring it up the floor. 2:55 left to play third quarter. Kendra Casey for three. Short, rebounded inside by Jada Piercy. Spencer Tigers race up the floor. Jada looking for Allison. Nearly stolen. Allison to the basket, lays it in, and no, an offensive foul, the call against Allison. And that's a tough one because it looked like Allison collided with her side into the outside of the Sioux Central player that wasn't fully in position, I didn't think. So Allison picks up her third personal. That's a tough one. Sioux Central leads 31-30. Morgan Christian with the basketball near midcourt. Crosses up, trying to get around Lexi Johnson. Now to Taylor Kreger. Kendra Casey on the right wing. In the corner for Jenna Jessen. Down low to Morgan Christian. Lays it up and in. Is able to get the seal on the defender. And Morgan Christian with the basket. She has five. Sioux Central leads 33-30. And the Tigers want a timeout with 2:17 left to play in the third. Sioux Central leads by 3 on News Radio 1025 and AM 1240 KICD.
Ho, 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 everyone. It's fabulous. Drop the fork.
Celebrate a season full of holiday baking.
It's so delicious.
All new Holiday Baking Championship, Monday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch your favorite channel anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere on SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watch tveverywhere.com.
Quarter, the Spencer Tigers trail by 3. It's Sioux Central 33, Spencer 30. An evenly matched game between the two teams. Right now, the difference for the most part has been Sioux Central shooting in this one, especially from outside range. Now the Tigers with the basketball, inbounding it near midcourt. Allison Piercy to Mo McDermott. Now Jada Piercy. Tigers with a 4-guard lineup on the floor. Jada down the left side of the lane, fouled on her way to the basket. And Jada will go to the free throw line. Mentioned the 4 guards, Allison and Jada Piercy, Mo McDermott, Lexi Johnson, Peyton Cooper, the lone forward. Free throw on the way from Jada. Nothing but net for Jada Piercy. 5 for 5 at the line today. 16 points for Jada. Lexi Johnson and Allison Piercy have combined for just 5 points. So Jada has been the scoring presence for the Tigers here this afternoon so far as she misfires on the second free throw. Morgan Christian picks up her dribble. Tigers pressure now into the lane for Brady Kreger. Out to Jenna Jessen for 3. Rims out, no good. Allison Piercy goes up for the rebound, tips it to Jada Piercy. And the Tigers have it now with 1:48 left to play in the third quarter. Mo McDermott in the corner. Dribbles, passes up top to Allison Piercy. Down low to Peyton Cooper. Lays it up and in. Bounce pass, assist from Allison Piercy. Peyton Cooper applying the finishing touch, and we're all tied up 33-33. Spencer nearly getting the steal. Kendra Casey saves it. Out to Taylor Kreger. Big jab step. Passes to Brady Kreger. Back to Taylor Kreger. Down the lane, lays it up. Too strong. Tigers get the rebound, and a foul called inside. Taylor Kreger had the open path to the basket, went for the scoop lay-in that time. I think if she just went with the regular layup that time, excuse me, would have been an easy finish. Jada Piercy will head to the bench for Spencer. Matea Lowe comes into the game. The Tigers have now 2 forwards on the floor. Mo McDermott getting a screen, lost the basketball, taken away by Morgan Christian. Christian races up the floor, Tigers get back. Baseline drive for Casey, flips it out to Johansson. Now to Morgan Christian, backdoor cut, was a good one, good pass from Christian. Now the pass deflects and Mo McDermott comes up with it. Ahead to Allison Piercy, she puts on the gas, to the rim, lays it up, tough shot, won't go. Good contest by Sioux Central. Piercy got the rebound and the Tigers recover it. Now Peyton Cooper in the corner to Allison Piercy on the wing. Tigers throw the pass away as it's intercepted by Morgan Christian. 33-33, 37 seconds left, third quarter. Morgan Christian holds on to the basketball as the Rebels will slow things down. One of the few times in the game the pace has been slow. Christian dribbling it near midcourt. 20 seconds left in the third. All tied up 33-33. Now to Casey. Kendra Casey passes on the wing. Lob inside, tipped away by Peyton Cooper. Now Lexi Johnson gets the steal. 5 seconds left. Up ahead to Allison Piercy. Couldn't handle the pass, and it goes out of bounds. It was a Sioux Central player that cut into Allison's vision, tipped the ball, and then Allison couldn't catch it cleanly as it goes out of bounds. 2.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Sioux Central has to go the length of the floor, so the Tigers will set up some full court pressure. Inbounds pass for Johansson. Kreger gets it. Full court shot. Fairly close for Kreger. Comes up short, and it's 33-33 after 3. We're set up for a great fourth quarter here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
Follow the Spencer Tigers. New for 2020, tune in for select Spencer Tiger home events on the Spencer Channel 3, live on Spencer Municipal Utilities cable service, or online on the Spencer Channel 3 YouTube channel. Spencer Tiger home events will also be rebroadcast on the Spencer Channel 3 this fall. For a schedule of when they will air, visit our website at smunet.net. Go Tigers from all of us at Spencer Municipal Utilities.
.33 our score to begin the fourth quarter. Sioux Central will try the corner 3, and it's no good from Berkeley Johansson. Spencer the rebound. Tigers out and running. Lexi Johnson to the rim, and a foul called on the floor before the shot. It's going to be the 7th team foul on Sioux Central, and the Tigers will be in the bonus. So Spencer will shoot free throws the rest of the way. 7th team foul on Sioux Central. Lexi Johnson goes to the free throw line. Tigers have been a good free throw shooting team this season so far. Lexi Johnson's first free throw, good, nothing but net for Lexi. Lexi Johnson gets the basketball back. Second free throw on the way, too strong. Rebounded by Taylor Kreger. Lexi Johnson, a 90% free throw shooter on the season, goes 1 of 2. Sioux Central with the rebound, and it's Spencer 34, Sioux Central 33. Berkeley Johansson in the corner. Drives baseline. Passes to Fonlander. Cole Fonlander almost lost her balance, but saves it. Passes up top to Taylor Kreger. Kreger dribbles out near the right arc to Morgan Christian. Now Berkeley Johansson to Christian again. Christian pulls it back out beyond the three-point line. Good defense in the half court by Spencer. Kreger at the free throw line. Dribbles it back up top. Lexi Johnson, great defense. Now Christian down the lane, goes off glass and drops it in. The freshman fearless again. Morgan Christian has 7 points and puts the Rebels back in front, 35-34. Allison Piercy on the right wing to Haley Behrens at the top of the arc. Jada Piercy for three. That is good. Dead set on that three-pointer for Jada Piercy. And now the Spencer Tigers back in front, 37-35. Just the third made three for the Tigers this afternoon. Nicole Fonlander, the 15-footer. That won't go. Allison Piercy, the rebound inside. Allison keeps it herself across the timeline. Lexi Johnson opened the corner, but the Tigers couldn't find her. Now Jada down the lane, looking inside for Haley Behrens, and a travel called on Jada Piercy, who kind of skipped through the lane that time, as she was thinking about shooting it initially, and then at the last moment tried to change her mind and pass it to Haley Behrens. Inbounds pass Sioux Central. Here's Taylor Kreger dribbling up the left side of the floor. Kreger gets around three Spencer Tigers, will take it all the way to the rim. Left-handed layup won't go. Spencer grabs the rebound. Kreger a little bit out of control that time after she did a great job of getting into the front court. Lexi Johnson fakes the three, steps in, tries the 15-footer. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Sioux Central basketball. Lexi just 1 of 7 from the floor today, has 4 points, 2 of 4 at the free throw line, has struggled with her shot thus far. 5:50 to go in the game. Tigers lead by 2. Kreger to Lawning. Lawning back to a teammate in the lane. Ball loose on the floor, and it's a jump ball forced by Lexi Johnson. And the Tigers have the arrow. It will be Spencer basketball. Great defense in the half court all day for the Spencer Tigers. Really good defense on both ends. Jada Piercy brings it up the floor, finds Behrens at the free throw line. Back to Jada beyond the arc. Jada crosses over, gets inside. Now Allison saves it. Back to Jada for three, steps back in the corner and buries the three-pointer. Jada Piercy up to 22 points in the game, and the Tigers lead by 5, 40-35. 5:15 left to play. Three on the way for Lawning, and that's no good. Well short. Rebounded by Sioux Central for a moment, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It was off of Spencer last. Rebels will keep it at the Sioux Central offensive end. Double switch now. Fonlander and Brugman come out of the game. Back in for Sioux Central is Brady Kreger and Jenna Jessen. Inbounds pass, Morgan Christian gets it into Lawning. Lawning. Couple of dribbles, looks in the post. And a whistle on the low block defensively against the Tigers on a hold. Lexi Johnson called for the hold. That will be her third personal, and it's the Spencer Tiger 5th team foul. Inbounds pass for Sioux Central to Jessen at the elbow. She gives it to Morgan Christian. Back in the corner, Lawning. Lawning drives baseline, puts up the layup, no good. Ball loose, Lexi Johnson got to it. And now the Tigers slow it down in the half court. Jada Piercy on the dribble. 22 points for Jada, leading all scorers here today. To Olivia Ermiter. Ermiter in the middle of the floor, dribbles behind her back. To the right elbow, now Allison Piercy. To Lexi Johnson on the left wing. Johnson back to Piercy. Middle of the floor, 4:30 left to play. Jada Piercy will center it herself. Back to Allison on the right wing. To Haley Behrens. Now Jada, step back for three, no good. Allison Piercy gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up, that won't go. And the rebound for Sioux Central. Rebels fortunate there as they allowed the offensive rebound to the Tigers, but Allison couldn't find the finish. Kreger down the lane, spins, lays it up, and it rolls around the rim and off. Gets her own rebound, and she is fouled. Taylor Kreger again with a crafty move in the lane. She is very reminiscent of Allison Piercy with the way she can almost use it's almost like a post move from the free throw line to begin a drive. She spun at the free throw line and then angled down the lane to the rim. Free throw up from Kreger, it's good. Taylor Kreger's first free throw of the afternoon, which is hard to believe with how much time she has spent attacking the basket today. Haley Behrens will come out of the game. Peyton Cooper back in with those 3 fouls. Second free throw up, and it is good for Taylor Kreger. Kreger now in double digits with 11. Leading scorer for Sioux Central on the afternoon. Tigers inbound the basketball. Jada Piercy will set up the offense with Spencer in front by 3. Ermiter drives, dishes in the corner for Allison. Up top to Lexi Johnson. Lexi to Jada Piercy. Man-to-man defense from Sioux Central. Piercy down the lane, scoops it to the rim and lays it in. Great strength from Jada Piercy, who looked like a running back going down the lane, and the Sioux Central players trying to rip the ball away from her. But Jada too strong that time. Now Peyton Cooper goes for a steal, gets it, and the Tigers have the ball with 3:23 left to play. Allison Piercy navigating traffic, passes it to Ermiter, and now Jada Piercy up top with it. Spencer leads 42-37. Lexi Johnson to Ermiter. In the corner, Jada, she'll try the 3. It's good. Jada says, hold on, everybody, I got this. 27 points for Jada, 45-37 Tigers, 2:57 left to play. Left side of the floor, Brady Kreger with the basketball. Now up top to Morgan Christian, down the lane, lays it up, won't go. Spencer grabs the rebound. Coach Stevenson throws up the stop sign. Says, let's slow it down. Tigers lead by 8. Largest lead in some time for Spencer, 45-37. And a timeout taken by Coach Stevenson with 2:36 left to play. And the Tigers leading by 8. Timeout. You're listening to News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
Hello!
We're living the dream. Every single one of us.
There's no denying it. It's very exciting.
I love you more. No, I love you more.
Watch your favorite channel anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere on SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchTVEverywhere.com.
Yeah, I saw that.
2:38 left to play from the Fieldhouse in Spencer. The Tigers lead 45-37 over Sioux Central. Football score updates for you. Iowa State leading West Virginia 21-0. 4:50 left to play in the third quarter. Iowa State has the football, 1st and 10. And the Iowa Hawkeyes have taken the lead over Illinois 21-14. So I'm assuming Iowa went for 2 and got it. And that game has 8:24 left to play in the third quarter. Spencer Tigers inbounding the basketball at midcourt. Lexi Johnson into Allison Piercy. Now Jada Piercy with the ball, trying to turn the corner, but shut off by Kendra Casey. Up top to Jada. Jada lobs it in the corner for Lexi. She thought about the 3, passes it back to Jada. Now middle of the floor, Ermiter. Ermiter bumped into by Jessen, and it will be Olivia Ermiter, the Tigers senior, headed to the free throw line now for a 1-and-1. 8th team foul on Sioux Central. Tigers at the line waiting for Sioux Central player to get the shoe laced up. And Olivia Ermiter will line up the front end of a 1-and-1. 3 dribbles, spins the ball, lets it fly, and it rims out no good. Peyton Cooper goes up for the rebound and rips it down. Back out to Ermiter. Tigers reset again, nearly losing the ball out of bounds as Sioux Central goes for the steal, and the Rebels couldn't quite keep it in. Taylor Kreger had it just barely bounce out of bounds. 45-37 Spencer, 2:04 left to play. Inbounds to Olivia Ermiter. Ermiter fouled again, and she will go back to the free throw line. And it looked to me like Olivia Ermiter wanted the basketball in her hands there after she missed that last free throw. I think she wanted a chance to go back to the line and knock one down. Again, a 1-and-1 situation here for the Tigers. Ermiter lines up the first. Free throw on the way, and it's good. What did I tell you? Olivia wanted that basketball. She's got another chance here at a second free throw. Chance to put the Tigers up by double digits. Second free throw up and good. Ermiter knocks down both. She has 5. 47-37 Tigers. 2:04 left to play in the fourth quarter. Taylor Kreger. Kreger down the lane, lays it up. She's fouled, and the layup goes just off the rim. No good. Sioux Central had several chances at the rim in that third quarter that were very, very close, or third and fourth quarter. that didn't quite go. Here's Kreger for the free throw. It's good. Taylor Kreger has been really, really good this afternoon. She's been really good this season for Sioux Central. She has 12. Second free throw is also good. 1:54 left to play. Timeout taken by Coach Kreger of Sioux Central, with the Tigers leading 47-39. We'll keep it right here, just a 30-second timeout. And the Spencer Tigers leading scorer here today has been Jada Piercy. Jada up to 27 points. I'll have to go back and double check. Not sure if that is a career high for Jada or not off the top of my head. We'll ask Coach Stevenson that in our interview at the halftime of the boys game. Also for Spencer, Olivia Ermiter with 5 points. Allison Piercy has 4. Mo McDermott with 4 points. Haley Behrens has 3. And Lexi Johnson with 4 points. For the Sioux Central Rebels, the leading scorer to this point, Taylor Kreger with 13. Morgan Christian has 7. Emma Lonning 6. Brady Kreger with 9. After the timeout, both teams come back onto the floor. Kreger knocking down the free throws. Spencer will take over now with just under 2 minutes left to play, and the Tigers leading by 8. Ermiter into Jada Piercy. Piercy navigating traffic, brings it in the front court. Finds Lexi Johnson in the corner. Lexi brings it back out. Now to Jada. To Allison. Allison being guarded by Emma Lonning. To Jada Piercy. Now Lexi Johnson. Ball poked away. Goes out of bounds, but last touched by Morgan Christian of Sioux Central. Lexi Johnson. Ready to inbound it to Haley Behrens. Gets it in just in time. Behrens was fouled. It will be Haley Behrens headed to the free throw line. She will step up for just the second time today to the line. Knock down her only free throw. Behrens' foul shot is up and good. Tigers in the double bonus now, so Haley getting 2 free throws here no matter what. She has the basketball back. Will line up a second foul shot. Free throw on the way, and it's good. Behrens makes both. She has 5, and the Tiger lead back to 10. 49-39 Spencer. Brady Kreger fakes the jumper. Back to Taylor Kreger. She'll step back for 3. James Harden style. Won't go. Spencer Tigers get the rebound. Olivia Ermiter is fouled in the backcourt with 1:27 left to play. Olivia headed back to the free throw line. Knocked down a pair of free throws just a few moments ago. Steps to the line here for 2 more. First free throw on the way, and it's good. Ermiter makes the first. Second free throw upcoming momentarily. Second free throw on the way. Nothing but net for Ermiter. She knocks down both. Has 7 points now. 12-point lead for Spencer. 51-39. Kreger down the lane. Had it knocked loose. And a foul is called against the Spencer Tigers on the push. Coach Stevenson looking at Jada Piercy. He's not happy. And Jada has a smile on her face. Taylor Kreger's free throw up, and it's good. I don't think Coach will stay too mad at Jada after the day that she has had. 27 points to lead the Tigers on a day where Lexi Johnson has struggled with her shot, and Allison Piercy got into a little bit of foul trouble. Kind of stop-start game for her. Second free throw good for Kreger. She has 15 now to lead Sioux Central in scoring. And a timeout taken with 1:15 left to play. Spencer leading 51-41 on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
Hi,
reduce,
this is Kirsten with Midstate Builders. We at Midstate want to see our area.
For residents of Spencer, that simple process is even easier with curbside recycling. Newspapers, junk mail, flattened cardboard, and plastic containers with a neck are only a couple of the items that can be recycled curbside. Give us a call, follow us on Facebook, or visit our website for a full list of approved items, recycling pickup dates, and extra information on how to help Spencer recycle right.
.115 left to play. Spencer leading Sioux Central 51-41. The Tigers inbounding the basketball to Allison Piercy, up ahead to Lexi Johnson. Thought about taking it to the basket, instead pulls it out beyond the arc. And now a foul called against Sioux Central. Lexi heading to the free throw line. Foul was called on Kendra Casey. That is her second. Free throw up and good for Lexi Johnson. Lexi now with 5 points in the game. Second free throw up and good for Johnson. Knocks down both. The Tiger lead is 12, 53-41, 1:04 left to play. Tigers defending in the half court. Three on the way from Casey. No good. Taylor Kreger follows it up. Couldn't get the putback to go. And then tried to pass it in bounds after it was angling for the end line. And her pass back hit the underside of the backboard. So the Tigers will keep the basketball, or will get the basketball rather. Spencer inbounds it to Haley Behrens. She is fouled. And Haley's headed to the free throw line with 53 seconds left. Haley Behrens 3 of 3 at the line today, has 5 points. Behrens' first free throw is up and good. Second free throw on the way, rims out no good. 50 seconds left, Tigers lead 54-41. Jessen's three-pointer on the way from the wing, no good. Too strong. Rebounded by Spencer. Olivia Ermiter bringing it up the floor. Caught up two from behind, gets the pass away. Now to Lexi on the left side, and it looks like Sioux Central going to call off the fouls here with Jada Piercy on the dribble now near midcourt. And the Tigers might be able to dribble out the clock here with 27 seconds left. Sioux Central not closing in on the Tiger ball handlers. Now they will close out a little bit. Remember, Sioux Central, I think a big factor in this one, playing last night against Newell Fonda. Don't think the Rebels got tired. They showed great energy here today, but sure it was certainly a factor in some sort in this one. And the Tigers will dribble out the final seconds. Spencer with the win, 54-41. So that's going to do it for our first game of the day. The Tigers earn the victory, improve to 3-1 on the season. Sioux Central will fall to 2-3. In our final score, Spencer 54, Sioux Central 41. We'll be back with the Tiger postgame show next on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
A hiker found a finger at the summit.
Get ready. Here it comes. Fish again. Fishing game. Evil ways.
Watch your favorite channel anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere on SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchtveverywhere.com. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we keep you connected. After a long day at work using our internet service for your business needs, we know you expect the same service at home. When everyone gets home and is using their devices while waiting for dinner, or online while winding down at the end of the day. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we are keeping you connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We keep you connected to your world.
Mom, how do people working on the roads stay safe?
Well, people working on the roads can stay safe if drivers pay attention to work zones, obey the posted speed limit, and never speed, and get rid of distractions like their cell phones.
Mom, how are you so smart?
This is our community, and it's important for all of us to be safe.
Our family, protecting yours. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Transportation.
The Spencer Channel 3 is online. Check it out. With Channel 3 Online, you can watch community and school programming, original shows, local cultural events on demand right from your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Access to Channel 3 Online comes free with your SMU Cable subscription. Get started with Channel 3 Online today. Visit smunet.net for a direct link. Your favorite local programs are only a click away.
So mad. Oh, it's falling. Oh my God. I can't not smile when I look at it. It reminds me of my childhood.
All new Holiday Wars, Sunday night at 8 on Food Network.
Watch your favorite channel anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere on SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchtveverywhere.com.
Oh no! There's an easier way. With SMU's bank payment plan, you can pay your bill without ever leaving your home. Log on to smunet.net and sign up for SMU's bank payment plan today.
Final score of our girls game, the first game of our doubleheader here today. Spencer 54, Sioux Central 41. A close game throughout. The Tigers able to pull away down the stretch at the free throw line a little bit to build up a 13-point final margin. Let's take a look at the game stats. Spencer opened up the game 8 of 21 in the first half, 38%. In the second half, the Tigers went 7 of 16 for the game, 15 of 37, 43%. At the three-point stripe, 5 of 18, 33%. And Spencer continuing its outstanding free throw shooting, 19 of 26, 73%. 10 turnovers unofficially for the purple and gold. For the Sioux Central Rebels in the first half, 8 of 27 shooting from the floor, 30%. The big difference, 6 of 10 from 3. But the Rebels would really cool off in the second half as they would go 5 of 20 from the floor. For the game, 13 of 47, 28%. And Sioux Central did not make a 3 in the second half. 0 of 10 from 3 in the second half. So Sioux Central finishes 6 of 20 for the game from long range, 30%. At the free throw line, 9 of 14, 11 turnovers unofficially for the Rebels. Spencer jumped out to the 12-6 lead in the first quarter. Sioux Central battled back to outscore the Tigers 17-10 in the second. And then it was Spencer over Sioux Central 11-10 in the third. Tie game 33 all after 3. And in the fourth quarter, Spencer outscores Sioux Central 21-8 to win 54-41. With the victory, Spencer improving to 3-1. Sioux Central falls to 2-3. Leading scorer for the Tigers, Jada Piercy. Jada was outstanding from the get-go. She finishes with 27, 7 points for Olivia Ermiter, Lexi Johnson, and Haley Behrens had 6, 4 points apiece, Allison Piercy and Mo McDermott. For the Sioux Central Rebels, leading scorer was Taylor Kreger. She had 15, 9 points for Brady Kreger, 7 points Morgan Christian, 6 for Emma Lonning, 2 points for Kendra Casey, 1 at the free throw line for Jenna Jessen. So that will do it for our girls game. Spencer gets the win by 13. And we now get ready for game number 2. We'll be joined by Stephen Jaden, the head coach of the Sioux Central Rebels. And then we'll hear from Corey Petzenhauser, the head coach of the Tiger Boys, next here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD. Good afternoon. We are ready to go for our second game of the day between the Spencer Tigers and the Sioux Central Rebels. The Sioux Central Rebels making the trip 15 minutes here to Spencer today for some afternoon basketball. The Tiger girls winning the first game today 54-41, and now we're ready for our boys game, and we will jump right into our starting lineups. We'll begin with the visitors from Sioux Central. The Rebels 1-1 on the season. Sioux Central opened up the year with a victory over a good Estherville-Lincoln Central team, 53-49 last night on the road at Newell Fonda. And it was the Newell Fonda Mustangs handing Sioux Central a loss, 77-46. In the starting lineup today for the Rebels, 6-foot sophomore number 4, Carter Buckley. 6-foot sophomore number 13, Carter Betcher. 6'3" senior number 21, Connor Christian. 6-foot senior number 23, Trevor Demars, and 6'2" sophomore number 33, Jake Hargens. And I actually wrote that down wrong. Carter Buckley, a senior for the Sioux Central Rebels. And now for the home team, your Spencer Tigers. 2-0 on the season. Spencer with wins over Sioux City East and also Harris Lake Park. And in the starting lineup for the Tigers, 6-foot senior number 2, Landon Ellis. 5'9" junior number 11, Evan Johnson. 6'2" junior number 20, Carter Petzenhauser. 5'10" sophomore number 24, Owen Olson. And a 6'3" junior number 32, Evan Schmidt. Spencer Tigers on the floor in their home white uniforms. The Rebels respond off the bench in their red road uniforms. And we are set to go. It will be Evan Schmidt to jump for Spencer. For Sioux Central, Jake Hargens. And I think it was actually Evan who got the tip, but it ends up with Carter Betcher. Now Betcher finds Connor Christian, the 6'3" senior. Into the post for Hargens. Hargens immediately at the rim, uses his strength and lays it in. Jake Hargens, a 6'2" sophomore. If you were here in person and saw him, you'd say, I'm not sure he's a sophomore, is he? I mean, he is built like a upperclassman for sure. Younger brother of Ben Hargens, who was a great player for the Rebels. And immediately at the defensive end, Sioux Central called for a foul. Carter Buckley picks up his first personal, and now the Tigers will inbound it with Landon Ellis. Into Owen Olson, wide open for 3. Owen buries it. Can't leave him that wide open. And Owen Olson, the 5'10" sophomore, gets the Tigers on the scoreboard, and Spencer has its first lead at 3-2. Buckley in the backcourt in all kinds of trouble, and Coach Jaden gets a timeout at just the last moment as Sioux Central was in danger of turning it over with a 10-second violation. Carter Buckley didn't quite see why, but picked up his dribble about 10 feet from the timeline, and the Spencer Tigers were right there in his grill, and everyone else had their man covered. It was kind of like in football where you get a coverage sack because the coverage is so good downfield. Everyone was staying with their man. There was nowhere where Carter Buckley could go with it. So the Tigers will huddle up quickly. Just a 30-second timeout as Coach Jaden wanted to just make sure the Rebels didn't get the turnover there. Sioux Central will inbound the basketball now with the inbounds pass coming from Carter Betcher. Betcher inbounds it in the backcourt to Buckley. Now back to Betcher. Carter Petzenhauser right there in his pocket. Now Buckley again to Connor Christian in the post for Hargens. Has his shot blocked from behind by Owen Olson. In front of him was Evan Schmidt, but Olson came over to help block the shot. Now the Tigers attack the baseline. Owen Olson corner 3 this time. No good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Sioux Central. Rebels bring it up the floor with Carter Betcher, the 6' sophomore. He and Jake Hargens playing such great basketball for the Rebels last year as just freshmen. And they have 3 more years in the Rebels program. 3 on the way from the left wing. Too strong for Trevor Demars, 6' senior. Spencer rebound, Carter Petzenhauser. Carter will handle it in the front court. To Landon Ellis. Fakes the 3, now dribbles across. Passes to Schmidt in the corner. Evan Johnson comes to get it. He will fake the 3. Back to Schmidt. Fakes the jump shot, now trying to post up Hargens. Passes it to Evan Johnson. Johnson to Carter Petzenhauser. He'll try the 3 from the left side, and it's good. Carter Petzenhauser knocking down the three-pointer, and that is a bad sign for the Sioux Central Rebels. When Carter hits his first shot like that, look out. Rebels across the timeline with Carter Betcher. Betcher crosses over, gets to the left elbow, passes in the corner. DeMars for three. Too strong. Owen Olson's rebound. Owen will pass to Carter. Carter Petzenhauser on the left side. Cross between his legs, spins, pulls up for the jumper from 12, and it's good. Carter Petzenhauser with the pretty move. Used the spin move and a little bit of a hip check to displace Carter Buckley and gave Carter Petzenhauser all kinds of space to get his jump shot away. Back-to-back buckets. He has 5. Tigers lead 8-2. Pull up in the lane from Christian. That's around the rim and out, no good. Spencer's rebound through Evan Schmidt. Landon Ellis across the timeline to Owen Olson in the short corner. He'll back it out beyond the three-point line. Carter comes to get it. Back to Owen. Fakes the three. Drives. Sets up Evan Schmidt. Lays it in from the left side. Across the lane on the bounce pass. And Evan Schmidt gets the lay-in. Great start to the game for the Tigers, who lead 10-2. After a slow start earlier this week against HLP, you know the Tigers were raring to go in this one. Spencer leads by 8. 5 minutes left to play, first quarter. Jake Hargens will set a ball screen for Carter Betcher. Betcher back to Hargens now, trying to post up 2 Spencer Tiger players. Kicks it out to DeMars, now around to Buckley. Into the corner for Connor Christian. Between his legs to Buckley again. Crossover by DeMars, gets to the free throw line. Now Buckley. DeMars closed out by Evan Johnson. His three is no good. Rebound tipped by Owen Olson. Carter Petzenhauser secures it. Now Landon Ellis to Evan Johnson. Schmidt. Petzenhauser gets a screen from Schmidt to Landon in the corner for 3. That's too strong. Rebounded by Connor Christian inside. Landon Ellis had a great shooting game against HLP on Tuesday. Carter Betcher a deep three-pointer, and it's nothing but net. Splashdown for Carter Betcher. No hesitation on the deep three as Carter Petzenhauser has the ball knocked away from behind. And it actually went off of him last. First Tiger turnover. Carter Buckley knocked it loose, and that's what Coach Jaden talks about. Carter Buckley, really, really a good defender for the Rebels. Jimmy Slattery going to take over for Owen Olson now, and Jimmy will pick up Carter Buckley. Buckley across midcourt. Keeps his dribble alive. Passes it to DeMars on the left wing. Now in the corner for Betcher. Step back 3. No good. Jimmy Slattery goes up for the rebound. Jimmy will keep it and cross midcourt with it for the Spencer Tigers. Riley DeWitt has also come into the game. The lefty attacks immediately. Gets in the paint. Uses his body. Goes up for the shot. No good. Evan Schmidt there for the cleanup and the putback. Evan Schmidt with some offensive rebounding around the rim. Comes down with the ball, right back up with it, and lays it in. Spencer 12, Sioux Central 5. 3:20 left to play in the first quarter. Jake Hargens in the corner. Flips it across to the other corner. Now Betcher to Buckley. Hargens, ball staying on the perimeter. Starts to drive baseline. Now spins. Step back. No, it was a pass. DeMars cutting to the rim. And a foul called on the floor. That was a good disguise from Hargens. He went up like he was going to shoot it, but threw a bullet pass to a cutting DeMars. And now a double substitution now for the Rebels. Will be Ethan Mills, the 5'8" sophomore, coming into the game. Also Cole Franzmeyer, a 6'3" senior. Inbounds pass, Betcher into Hargens. Hargens to Ethan Mills. Now Christian comes to get it at the free throw line. Devin Dirks has joined the game for the Tigers. Here's Betcher at the right elbow. Lobs inside for Hargens. Hargens gathers and goes up strong and lays it in. Jake Hargens around the rim is a force. Again, despite being just a sophomore. Riley wide open for 3. No good off the heel of the iron. Rebounded by Sioux Central. Tiger lead 12-7. Hargens open for 3. He'll take it. Off the right side, no good. Jimmy Slattery fights for the rebound. Sioux Central comes up with it. Ethan Mills gets the ball. Ethan Mills to Carter Betcher. Betcher will pull it back near midcourt. 2:14 left to play in the first quarter. Spencer leads by 5. The Rebels trying to enter it in the post to Franzmeyer. And the ball knocked away and a foul called. Foul's going to be on Riley DeWitt. That will be his second personal. Riley, Evan Schmidt, and Landon Ellis will go to the bench. Derek Huss, Owen Olson, and Carter Petzenhauser are back in. Connor Christian to Hargens on the right wing. Hargens looking in the post. Pass to Franzmeyer, not there. Spins, gets all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. Jake Hargens, 6 points already for the 6'2" sophomore. And the Tiger lead cut to 3. 12-9 Spencer with 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. Carter Petzenhauser on the right wing. 2-3 zone for Sioux Central. Jimmy Slattery on the left side. To Carter, he'll try the 3, left open. Short on the 3-pointer. Sioux Central gets the board, and the Rebels have it up the floor quickly. Ethan Mills, right side of the 3-point line. To Buckley. Now to the left side and Hargens. Hargens drives baseline. Got bumped, finds Franzmeyer. His short jump shot no good. Tigers get the rebound, Carter Petzenhauser. Carter flips it ahead to Devin Dirks. Back to Petz. Now Owen Olson comes to get it. Owen dribbles between his legs to Derek Huss in the short corner. Jimmy Slattery on the wing. To Carter at the elbow. He'll turn, bounce pass into Huss. Too long away from him, and he couldn't control it. Now the Rebels tried to run the floor, but the Tigers recover. Hargens flips it across to Christian. 50 seconds left first quarter. Christian down the lane, lays it up with the left hand. Scooped it under the rim to help protect the ball. And it's a 1-point game. Timeout taken by Spencer. 12-11 the Tigers lead with 50 seconds left to play in the first on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
49 seconds left to play in the first half. Spencer 12, Sioux Central 11. Football score update for you. Iowa State rolling 42-3 over West Virginia. Carter Petzenhauser gets inside, lays it up, he's fouled, and the basket will count. So Carter Petzenhauser headed to the free throw line, a chance at the 3-point play. Again, Iowa State 42, West Virginia 3. Iowa leading Illinois 28-14. That game has 8 minutes remaining. So Carter will step up to the free throw line for the first time this afternoon. Devin Dirks going to head to the bench. Evan Johnson coming back in. Carter lines up the free throw, and it's good. 3-point play complete for Carter Petzenhauser. Now Sioux Central with the ball in the front court. Connor Christian over to the left side. Hargens in the corner. Ethan Mills. Back up top, Evan Johnson went for the steal. Got a hand on it, but couldn't take it fully away. Now Hargens to Betcher, 18 seconds left. Sioux Central holding. To Hargens again. Tigers in a 2-3 zone. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Mills to Hargens. 5 seconds left. Betcher, corner 3 on the way, and it's good. Betcher buries the 3-pointer. Tigers from half court at the buzzer. And Jimmy Slattery comes up shy on the 3-point attempt. After 1 quarter of play here at the Fieldhouse in Spencer, the Tigers hold a 1-point lead, 15-14 over the visitors from Sioux Central here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
If you notice that a streetlight is out or blinking, please go to our website at smunet.net and click on the Streetlight Outage Report link, and we will send out our customer service representative to get it fixed.
Emergency medical services in Clay County is important.
These people are ordinary people doing extraordinary things, often in unpredictable or harsh circumstances and traumatic conditions.
Giving back to the community has always been something of passion of mine.
Thank you to all the EMS providers in Clay County. We appreciate your service, not just EMS Appreciation Week, but always.
It always feels good to try to help people out in the best ways you can.
If you're interested in being an EMT, please call me, Tammy McKeever.
Thank you, EMS.
Spencer Municipal Utilities.
Start of the second quarter at the Fieldhouse in Spencer. The Tigers hold a 1-point lead over Sioux Central, 15-14, and it's Carter Petzenhauser getting the basketball right inside front of the rim as the Tigers work it inside to Carter, and he is fouled and heading to the free throw line for 2 shots as he went up to shoot the basketball, had it hit out of his hands, got him on the arm. First free throw up and good for Carter. Carter 3 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. He has 9 points. Jimmy Slattery will go to the bench. Carter lines up his second free throw. It's up and good. 10 points for Carter Petzenhauser, 7:47 left to play in the second quarter. Connor Christian handling the basketball for Sioux Central. Evan Johnson trying to stay in front of the bigger Christian. Christian at 6'3". He'll step back and try a three-pointer. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Evan Schmidt tears it away from everybody. Schmidt ahead. Olsen runs the floor, and Owen Olsen lays it in from the right side as Owen was flying down the court. Very athletic presence for the Tigers. Sioux Central with the basketball at the high post. Hargens into the corner. Ethan Mills for 3. It's good. Ethan Mills, first shot attempt. Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 5'8" sophomore guard. Spencer ball with Evan Johnson. Now Landon Ellis. Tigers lead 19-17. Carter Petzenhauser guarded by Mills at the top of the 2-3 zone. Now Johnson to Schmidt in the corner. Landon Ellis. Carter flashes to the free throw line. Now the left wing. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong. Rebounded by Jake Hargens. Hargens will push it ahead. Hargens flips it to Christian. He'll try the 15-foot jumper. No good from the short corner. Rebounded by Spencer's Owen Olsen. Up ahead to Carter. Evan Johnson walks into a 3. Rims out. Evan Schmidt grabs the rebound to Olsen. He'll try the jumper from the free throw line, and it's good as he's fouled. Owen Olsen was reclining in his chair back away from the rim as he let that shot go, and he was fouled in the process. So 7 quick points for Owen Olsen, and he's at the free throw line now for a chance at the three-point play. Evan Schmidt has been a force inside for the Tigers here in the early going. Olsen's free throw good. He has 8 points. 22-17, Tigers lead by 5. 6:22 left to go first half. Buckley races up the floor. Tigers stay in front of him. Skip pass to Ethan Mills on the left wing. Mills to Hargens up top. Hargens guarded by Schmidt. Now Mills. Hargens hits the floor as he gets tripped up. Betcher comes to get it. Evan Johnson staying in front of Carter Betcher. The crossover, the pull-up for 3. No good. Carter Petzenhauser rips the rebound away from Jay Jenks, the 6'3" senior. Spencer Tiger ball. Corner 3 for Olsen. Short, no good. Evan Schmidt, the offensive rebound, and he's fouled as he goes back up. Evan Schmidt going to work on the offensive glass, and if Evan can continue to rebound like that on the offensive end, such a luxury, and I'm not sure something the Tigers have had a whole ton of in recent seasons as far as offensive rebounding is concerned. First free throw, no good. Second free throw on the way and good. Schmidt goes 1 for 2. He has 5 points. Spencer leads 23-17. 5:40 left to play in the first half. Jake Hargens brings it up the floor for his team down the left side. Stopped by Evan Schmidt. Passes across to Buckley. Now inside for Jenks. A whistle and a foul called on the Spencer Tigers. And that foul was called on Evan Schmidt. It will be his first. Inbounds pass for Carter Betcher momentarily. He lobs it into Jay Jenks. Jenks to Buckley. Buckley puts his foot in the ground, gets to the rim, lays it up, but it's too strong. Rebounded by Spencer. Tigers find Carter Petzenhauser up ahead of the pack. Sioux Central gets set defensively. Landon for 3. That's no good. Landon Ellis has attempted just 2 shots. Both have been 3-pointers, and he's yet to knock one in. 5:15 remaining in the second quarter. Spencer leads by 6. Jake Hargens handling the basketball at the top of the arc. Landon goes for the steal and gets it. Now leads the 2-on-1 break with Owen. Olsen pulls up for the jumper just outside the lane. Probably should have taken that all the way in, and it's no good. Tigers didn't quite have the floor spacing right on that break. Jake Hargens gets the pass up ahead. Schmidt trying to stay in front of him, but Hargens spins, goes off glass, and drops it through. Jake Hargens, a very unique player with the way he can play inside, outside, handle the basketball, get to the rim and use pure strength. Here's Evan Johnson to Evan Schmidt in the post. Carter pulls up from the mid-post, and it sneaks over the front of the rim. Carter Petzenhauser, his first field goal of the second quarter. Now Carter Buckley brings it across the timeline for Sioux Central to Jake Hargens. Hargens gets in the lane, the drive and dish to Mars for 3 in the corner. That's no good, and Owen Olsen goes up for the rebound for Sioux Central. To Landon Ellis, he brings it across the timeline. Tigers lead 25-19, 4 minutes left second quarter. Evan Johnson in the corner. Landon Ellis on the wing. Landon keeps the dribble alive, back to Owen. Now Carter left alone for 3. Splash down for Carter from the right side. Carter's got the jumper going, and Sioux Central giving him way too much space out there on the 3-point line. Not sure if that's by design. You know, in the past, Carter didn't shoot the 3 the last 2 seasons as well as he would like. Still capable of making it, quite obviously, but he would have liked to have the percentage a little bit higher, I'm sure. But this season, the way that Carter shot the 3-point ball, not sure Sioux Central can afford that luxury of sagging off of him at all if it's by design. Now, I know Coach Jaden has always got his guys ready to go, so I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm just speculating. Here's Connor Christian into the corner for Ethan Mills. Mills tries to drive, and there's a foul called on the floor. Coach Jaden up off the bench in front of his team, leading Sioux Central to the state tournament 2 years ago. Jake Hargens to Carter Buckley. Now coming off of the handoff is Betcher to Hargens inside on the touch pass, and he lays it in. Carter Betcher and Jake Hargens on the same wavelength as per usual. Carter for 3, in and out, that was halfway down. Sioux Central gets the ball and pushes it ahead. Betcher to the right elbow to Hargens for 3. It's good. Jake Hargens, inside-outside game on full display. He has 13, and it's 28-24, Spencer Tigers. Landon Ellis on the dribble. Passes to Jimmy Slattery in the middle of the floor. Jimmy back to Landon. Carter will come set a ball screen. Now Landon to Jimmy. Devin Dirks in the corner. To Carter from the left elbow. Fading away on the jumper, no good. First 2-point miss of the day. Here's Carter Betcher in transition to Carter Buckley. Up top, Jake Hargens. Evan Schmidt closing out on him. Hargens puts it on the floor, down the lane, goes up, and drops it in off glass. Pretty stuff from Jake Hargens, who is putting on a one-on-one clinic whenever he's matched up one-on-one with anybody. Carter Petzenhauser gets it at the top of the arc. To Jimmy Slattery in the corner. Inside to Evan Schmidt. Goes up strong, partially blocked. Ball goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Evan. It will be Sioux Central basketball. Sioux Central will take it the other way. Spencer's lead cut to just 2 after the 7-point run by Jake Hargens all by himself. I don't think Hargens has come out of the game yet. He is showing a little bit of fatigue right now as he handles the basketball. I'm sure he's a little bit winded. Here's Carter Buckley on the left wing to Ethan Mills in the corner. Now Connor Christian for 3. That's short as it grazes the front of the iron. Spencer secures the rebound, finds Jimmy Slattery on the right side into the front court. Evan Schmidt inside to Carter, who goes up and lays it in as Carter shows off his ability to play inside outside. Count the basket, and we'll go to the free throw line. or he'll have a chance at a three-point play. Carter Petznauser already has 17 points, 1:28 left to play in the second quarter. The free throw rather, good for Carter, who's now up to 18 in the game. 31-26 Spencer. 1:20 left to play. Christian makes the catch in the front court, flips it across to Betcher. Betcher to Hargens, middle of the floor. Owen Olsen guarding him. Hargens gives it to Mills. Back to Carter Buckley, near midcourt. Buckley's pass deflected, ends up with Mills. Mills to Hargens in the corner. Christian for three. Good for Connor Christian, who makes his first three of the afternoon. That was a pretty looking shot. Sioux Central back within a basket. 31-29 Tigers. Landon Ellis to Carter Petznauser. Carter brings it to the top of the arc. Passes on the wing for Jimmy. In the corner for Landon. 37 seconds left to play first half. Owen Olsen gets to the right elbow. Flips it to Jimmy on the left side of the arc. Jimmy crosses over, and a foul called on the floor against Carter Buckley. And that's going to be team foul number 7. The Tigers in the bonus. Jimmy Slattery headed to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Jimmy's only attempted one shot today. Misfired on his only three-point attempt. First free throws of the game for the Tiger Junior. Jimmy lines up the first free throw, the shot on the way, and it is good. Must have been a lane violation that waved off the free throw. So it's Sioux Central basketball with the Tigers leading 31-29, 20 seconds left to play. Crossover dribble. Carter Betcher finds Hargens to Mills. Back to Hargens, now Betcher. 12 seconds left. Hargens looks at the clock to Mills. 8 seconds left. Now Hargens, 5 seconds left. Crossing over, gets to the free throw line. Landon goes for the steal, and a foul called, and that's okay. And the Tigers senior knew it. The Tigers had a foul left to give. So that's a heads-up play, really, by Landon Ellis. The only bad thing is that's his second foul. Landon will check out of the game. Evan Schmidt comes back in. Now the Tigers need to get matched up. 3 seconds even on the scoreboard. Inbounds pass. Betcher pulls up for a long two and banks it in. Don't think he called bank, but that won't matter. The basket counts. And it's going to be 31-31, our halftime score here at the Fieldhouse in Spencer, shaping up for a great second game as well. After a good first game here today, the Tiger girls winning by a score of 54-41. And in game number 2, the Spencer Tiger boys tied up with the Sioux Central boys. Our score at the half, 31-31, here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240, KICD.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't. Hello?
This is your utility company calling to let you know that your account is up for disconnection if you don't pay your overdue balance right now. Can I get your account number, please?
Thank you for calling in to verify the status of your account. We are glad you hung up and called in rather than falling for a scam. We do not call customers asking for an account number. We will ask you to verify your identity.
Don't become a victim of a utility scam. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we keep you connected. Your heating and cooling system keeps your home comfortable all year round. We all expect reliable electric service when we need it. Whether it's turning on the lights or operating appliances throughout the day, you and your family rely on it day and night. At Spencer Municipal Utilities, we are keeping you connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We keep you connected to your world.
basket is the great equalizer.
Never even seen this before.
Curveball.
Nobody would eat this.
To be the best or consider the best, you have to win against the best.
I've been preparing for it my whole life.
Who's the best chef in the room? We're going to witness greatness.
All new, Chopped, Tuesday night at 9 on Food Network.
Watch this channel and many others anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere with SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchTVEverywhere.com.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Across the country, we walk, carrying flowers that signify why we want to end Alzheimer's disease. But what if, one day, there was a white flower for Alzheimer's first survivor? What if there were millions of them? Join us for the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's. Register today at alz.org/walk.
At the halftime from the Fieldhouse in Spencer, the Tigers and Sioux Central Rebels all tied up 31-31 on the scoreboard. Carter Petzenhauser with 18 first-half points. Jake Hargan's putting on a show for the Sioux Central Rebels, the sophomore with 15 at the halftime break. We'll take a look at the full stats in a moment, but first I'm joined by the head coach of the Spencer Tiger girls, Coach Matt Stevenson, as the Tigers earn the victory 54-41. Coach Stevenson, we knew coming into this game tonight, or I should say this afternoon, it was going to be a good one, and it lived up to it. Sioux Central just every bit as good of a team as we thought, and the Tigers were able to find a way to pull away in the fourth quarter after a close game throughout. What did you think about the way the Tigers played?
The first half, actually the first quarter, I thought we defended extremely well. We had a couple early fouls, but holding them to 6 points in the first quarter was good. The second quarter, we just had a lot of mental lapses on the defensive end that allowed them to get, back into the game, which, just some simple stuff, some really fixable stuff that we did. And again, there was a little lack of focus. But third quarter, we kind of grinded our way through that. In the fourth quarter, I thought we really got our focus back, got mentally tough, and we closed out the game. I mean, we rebounded well, we defended well in the fourth quarter, and for the most part, we made free throws.
And to that free throw point, do players always realize, sometimes it almost feels like punishment when players, you make them shoot free throws. Do they realize how much of a weapon it can be when you shoot free throws the way the Tigers have so far this year?
That's been something that our girls have taken a lot of pride in. We record their scores, usually try to shoot about at least 10 a day throughout practice. We had them fill out goal sheets at the beginning of the season, and a large number of them, their goals were some free throw related ones, 80% or more, 90% or more. We've struggled with free throws in the past, and I was looking at the stats yesterday, and obviously it's very early, but in Class 4A we were leading the state in free throw percentage at like 72%. So, I think they've taken a lot of pride in it, and it's obviously you can start to tell in the games they're making them, they're knocking them down, and they're shooting confidently.
I could tell Olivia wanted the ball after she missed that first one. She wanted the ball back to go to the line.
Yeah, she did. I mean, and again, a lot of times at practice we do some pressure free throw shooting, and if they miss, the whole team is running. And she's one that likes to step up right away. And again, she's very confident with her free throw shooting, as are most of our girls right now. I mean, they step to the line and they, have that intuition, or the feeling that they're going to make it, and that's obviously a really good thing.
Sioux Central, a tough matchup because I'm not sure there's too many players like Taylor Kreger that are going to be able to just break a press on their own. She was able to get past midcourt on her own sometimes. What do you do when you set up your pressure and you've got such a good player like that to try and slow down?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, she's a great player, and she can do a lot of things for them. You know, she obviously can attack the basket. She shoots it well. She also is able to, get her teammates in good spots. Yeah, I mean, both hands. I mean, she's a really good basketball player. I thought we started with Allison on her, and she got a couple of cheapies early, and then we put Jada on her, and I thought Jada did a tremendous job. I mean, didn't allow her clean looks throughout the night, and I think, you could kind of see it at the end. She started to wear down, and that's the big thing. We know we're going to get beat in the press sometimes, but the big thing is just wearing them down, trying to make them play fast, and then when you play fast, you're going to make some mistakes.
And with Lexi struggling with her shot today and Allison a little stop and go with the foul trouble a little bit early, those two combined for 10. Jada goes for 27, and Jada had some really big games last year, but was this kind of really the first time where we saw Jada want the basketball and say, I'm not going to let us lose today. I don't care what happens.
That's interesting. I had no idea she had 27 points. I knew she scored well, but she, it was funny in practice the other day. She came up and said, Coach, I can't throw it in the ocean. And I'm like, Jada, I've seen you shoot enough. I've seen you work on your game enough. That thought should never be in your head because, I mean, you're as good as anybody out there shooting the basketball. And she stayed after practice a couple nights, and she was here after shoot around today, working on her shot, and obviously it paid off. And she, she played a good game, good floor game tonight. Took care of the ball, not many turnovers. She did a good job of driving. She took the layups when she had it, and she did a pretty good job of looking for kickouts when she didn't have it. So she's tough.
Really nice win for the Tigers, Coach. Congratulations, and we'll talk to you before Monday's game.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mark.
Spencer Tiger girls get the win, 54-41 in game number 1 tonight. Spencer Tiger boys all tied up at the halftime break, 31-31. Let's quickly take a look at our first half stats. Spencer 11 of 24, 46% shooting from three-point range, 3 of 13, 23%. Sioux Central 12 of 26, 46% for the game. 5 of 14, 36% from three-point range. Spencer 6 of 7 at the free throw line. Sioux Central did not attempt a free throw in the first half. The Tigers outscored the Rebels 15-14 in the first quarter. Sioux Central would answer with a 17-16 second quarter. Spencer Tigers led by Carter Petznauser's 18. Owen Olson had 8. 5 points for Evan Schmidt. For Sioux Central, Jake Hargens with 15, Carter Betcher with 6, and Connor Christian with 5. Ethan Mills had a made three-pointer as well in the first half. So kind of interesting. The Tigers with only 3 different scorers on the score sheet in the first half. Sioux Central had 4. I would imagine we'll see more players get involved scoring the basketball here in the second half. So the Tigers and Rebels back onto the court and getting some final instructions from their respective benches. Evan Johnson, Carter Petzenhauser, Evan Schmidt, Owen Olson, and Landon Ellis on the court for Spencer. For Sioux Central, the Rebels will answer with their starting 5. Carter Buckley, Carter Betcher, Connor Christian, Trevor DeMars, and Jake Hargens. Buckley in the backcourt. Owen Olson trying to stay in front of him. Not an easy task. Here's Carter Buckley. Keeping the dribble alive, finds Carter Betcher. Now Hargens on the wing. Tigers bring a double team to him. Pass to the corner, 3 up and good for Trevor DeMars as he makes his first 3 of the afternoon. And Sioux Central in front, 34-31. Carter Petznauser kicks it out to Evan Johnson after he drives inside. Johnson across to Owen Olson. Now Evan Schmidt in the post. Brings it back out, finds Owen Olson. Now Evan Johnson. Landon Ellis brings it to the middle of the floor. To Owen Olson on the left side. 2-3 zone for Sioux Central. Landon Ellis at the top of the arc. To Owen Olson on the wing. Inside to Evan. Power dribble. Lays it up and it's good. Evan Schmidt getting position inside, and the Rebels tried to stop the basketball and lost Evan Schmidt. 34-33 Rebels in front. 6:55 left to play in the third quarter. Connor Christian tries to turn the corner down the lane, puts up a tough shot, count it. It's good, and he's fouled. Christian kept the ball high in the air, banked it off glass with one hand, got it to fall through, and now he's at the free throw line for the chance at a three-point play. Christian lines up the free throw, his first of the afternoon, and it's nothing but net for the 6'3 senior. Landon Ellis has it for Spencer to Owen Olson on the right side of the three-point arc. Carter Petznauser catches it at the elbow to Landon Ellis. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Evan Schmidt goes up for the rebound but can't get it away from Carter Betcher. Tigers recover defensively. Down the lane, Betcher goes up and over Owen Olson with a tough shot and finishes. My goodness, the Rebels have hit some tough looks here in the early going in the third quarter and open up a 6-point lead in the process. 39-33 Sioux Central. Landon Ellis on the right wing to Carter Petznauser up top. Now Owen Olson to Landon again in the corner. Carter through his hands, intercepted by Carter Buckley. Third Tiger turnover. Buckley to Betcher across the timeline. Rebels lead by 6. Carter Buckley passes in the corner. Back to Carter Buckley on the right wing. Jab step to Christian. Now Buckley in the corner for three, and it's good. Carter Buckley makes the three-pointer. Sioux Central 11-2 over the Tigers to start this third quarter. Just 2.5 minutes gone. Landon Ellis to Evan Schmidt in the corner. Back to Landon on the left wing. To Schmidt in the corner again. To Landon. Owen Olson flashes to the lane, gets the pass, drops it inside for Evan Schmidt, who lays it in. Beautiful basketball there from the Tigers. And a timeout taken by Coach Petzenhauser, with Sioux Central leading 42-35. 5:17 left to play in the third here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD in Spencer, Iowa. Part of the Spencer Radio Group.
Yeah, that's fine. 42-35, Sioux Central with the lead. 5:08 left to play in the third quarter, and the Rebels immediately get into the offense, and a foul called on Spencer on the reach-in. Foul was called on Carter Petznauser, and it's going to be his first personal. Sioux Central inbounding it to Carter Buckley on the wing. Buckley up top to Betcher, straight on three, nothing but the bottom of the net for Carter Betcher. Sioux Central shooting the lights out here in the second half. 5 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 1 at the free throw line. Owen Olson fakes the three, passes to Evan Schmidt in the corner. Sioux Central 45, Spencer 35. Landon Ellis to Evan Johnson, back to Landon. Now Carter Petznauser left alone for three. His shot good as Carter knocks down the three-pointer. He has 21 to lead all scorers. 45-38 Sioux Central. Carter Betcher on the dribble. Tigers need to get a stop on the defensive end. Sioux Central's hit its first 5 shots here in the third quarter. Buckley drives down the lane, goes off glass, won't go. Offensive rebound Christian. He puts it up, blocked by Schmidt. Gets it back again and kicks it out to a teammate. Now Hargens, the turnaround fadeaway off the mark. Tough shot, and the Tigers get the rebound through Owen Olson. 3 on the way, no good for Landon Ellis in the corner. And then a fight for the rebound and a jump ball. It's going to be Spencer Tiger basketball. Tigers to inbound the ball with 3:54 left to play in the third quarter. Pull up from the lane. Carter Petznauser gets it to go from about 8 feet out, and the Tigers within 5. 45-40, Sioux Central leads. Betcher to the free throw line. Almost double dribbled, maybe did. No call. Now Betcher again up top. Back to Christian for 3. That's no good, and a long rebound out controlled by Sioux Central. Rebels get a fortunate bounce there. Trevor DeMars on the right wing. Dribbles to the right elbow. Now to the left corner for Christian. Christian down the baseline and stepped out of bounds. Christian was not in a good spot there. Had his head down, kind of barreling down the baseline, and just didn't have anywhere to go. Steps out of bounds for the turnover to give it back to the Tigers. Sioux Central's taking great care of the basketball. Landon Ellis to Evan Johnson in the corner. Carter Petznauser up top, back to Johnson. He'll drive baseline. Stopped by the defense and traveled with the basketball as he went to make the pass. Dragged his pivot foot behind him, and Evans not happy with his traveling violation there. 2:59 left to play, third quarter. Tigers trail by 5. Carter Betcher inbounds it to Jake Hargens. Hargens on the dribble, brings it across the timeline behind his back. Staying in front of Carter Petznauser. Carter goes for the steal, knocks it away. It's loose on the floor. And a big-time tussle to get to it as Carter helps Jake Hargens back up on his feet after the jump ball tie-up. It's going to be Sioux Central basketball. The arrow favors the Rebels. Carter Betcher will make the inbounds pass. Gets it into Carter Buckley. Buckley, guarded by Owen Olson. Owen dipped the shoulder, trying to knock the ball loose, and ran into Buckley. Easy foul call there. Owen Olson picking up his first personal. Buckley on the dribble, flips it to Hargens. Hargens gets a ball screen. Evan Schmidt contesting the shot. Hargens goes up strong. He's fouled and headed to the free throw line. Shot no good, but Jake Hargens will have 2 free throws. Sioux Central has only attempted 1 free throw this afternoon. Jake Hargens has yet to shoot one. Free throw up, no good. Second free throw for Hargens, nothing but net. Now Carter Petznauser with the basketball, creating some space to get it to Landon Ellis. Back to Carter. In the short corner for Evan Schmidt. Ball knocked loose, and it will go out of bounds. Last touched by Sioux Central. Evan Schmidt saw that it was off of a Sioux Central player, so he shielded everybody off from the sideline and let it go out of bounds. Inbounds pass to Riley DeWitt for the Spencer Tigers. Riley back in after he picked up 2 quick fouls in the game. Went to the bench for much of the first half. Here's Landon Ellis to Riley in the corner. Riley DeWitt to Owen Olson. Now Landon Ellis. Landon looking inside. Passes to Carter in the corner. Carter tries the three-pointer. It's good! Carter buries his 4th made 3 of the day. Now has 26 points. Ethan Mills across the timeline, through his legs. Gets to the free throw line. Picks up his dribble. Passes to Hargens. 46-43 Rebels. Hargens nearly traveled as he gets to the left block. Flips it up anyway and in. Up and over his shoulder, almost a no-look shot. Not easy, and he has 18. Owen Olson to Carter Petznauser on the left wing. Across the floor to Riley DeWitt. Up top, Landon Ellis. To Carter at the free throw line. And a foul called as soon as Carter caught it. Had a Sioux Central player come in and try to knock the ball and hit him on the arm. Second personal foul on Cole Franzmeyer for Sioux Central. Tigers inbound the basketball to Petzenhauser. Now Riley DeWitt back to Carter. In the corner for Owen Olson. Owen to Landon Ellis. Looking inside for Evan Schmidt, and it's taken away by Jake Hargens. Tiger turnover number 5. Hargens finds Carter Betcher. Betcher to Hargens. 48-45 Sioux Central. Hargens down the lane, hangs in the air, makes the basket, and he's fouled. Double clutching in the air. Jake Hargens riding the contact and laying it in. He's headed to the free throw line for a chance at the three-point play. 50-43 Sioux Central. Remember as well, the Rebels played last night while the Tigers had the night off. Sioux Central not looking tired at all here today. Hargens' free throw no good. Spencer the rebound. Carter Petznauser with it. Tigers trail by 7. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Riley DeWitt to Evan Schmidt in the corner. Now Landon Ellis at the top of the arc. Landon to Owen Olson. Guarded by Carter Betcher. Now Riley DeWitt. Riley to the top of the arc. Back to Owen Olson. Inside to Evan Schmidt. Evan powers it up, lays it in, and he is fouled. Count the basket. Evan Schmidt returning the favor at the Tigers' offensive end. Evan is 5 of 5 from the floor. I think all 5 of his shots have been right at the basket. He's 1 of 2 at the free throw line and has another foul shot coming up here. Tigers trail by 5, 50-45 Sioux Central. 1 shot for Evan Schmidt. As he lines up the free throw, it is good. Schmidt will check out of the game with 28 seconds left in the third. Derek Huss comes in for him. Devin Dirks also back in, joining Riley DeWitt, Owen Olson, and Landon Ellis. Carter Betcher to Carter Buckley. Buckley, guarded by Riley DeWitt. Now to Betcher, 15 seconds left in the third. Ethan Mills, Betcher running off a screen in the corner for 3, and it's good! Buries the three-pointer. Betcher's hit some big shots today. 2 seconds left. Riley gets to the rim, flips it in over the front of the iron. Good instant answer from Riley DeWitt. But the Tigers go into the fourth quarter trailing by 5. It's Sioux Central 53, Spencer 48 after 3 on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
Countdown to Christmas is here. Countdown to Christmas, all season long, only on Hallmark Channel, the heart of Christmas. And you can celebrate with your chance to win $2,500 in the Deck the Halls Holiday Sweepstakes. Enter daily at deckthehalls.hallmarkchannel.com.
It's the end of the day, and you just realized that you didn't stop at Spencer Municipal Utilities to pay your utility bill. Sign up for SMU's bank payment plan and start paying your bill the easy way. Stop by our customer service center or find the form on smunet.net.
Start of the fourth quarter here at the Fieldhouse in Spencer, and the Spencer Tigers trail by 5. It's Sioux Central 53, Spencer 48. How about this for the stat of the game so far? The Tigers shoot 7 of 9 in the third quarter, but are outscored by 5. Sioux Central was 8 of 11 from the floor, including knocking down 4 3-pointers in the third. Sioux Central with the basketball to begin the fourth. Hargens to Ethan Mills in the corner. His 3 won't go. Mills 1 for 2 from 3-point range today. Tigers with the basketball, down by 5. Owen Olson in the corner. Now to Carter Petznauser. Back to Owen. He will hit the 3-pointer. Carter passed that back to him, and as he passed it, I could see what he said. He said, hit that. And Owen says, okay, I will. Owen Olson with the 3-pointer now has 11 for the game, and it's 53-51 Sioux Central Rebels. Rebels in the corner with it. Jake Hargens to Betcher for 3. That's no good. One of the rare misses from 3 today for Carter Betcher. He's 4 of 7 from 3-point range. Olson to Petzenhauser. Up top to Ellis. Landon scoreless today. Down the lane, and he traveled with the basketball. Landon, so often when you see someone travel in that situation, it's when they're thinking about doing two different things. Landon was thinking about potentially shooting it, and then I think he saw a red jersey in front of him at the last moment, tried to make the pass instead, and it ends up a traveling violation. Connor Christian inbounds against the full court pressure to Carter Buckley. Back to Christian. We'll see if the Rebels get tired legs at all here in the fourth quarter after playing last night against a good Newell Fonda team. Here's Carter Buckley down the lane, hangs in the air. His shot won't go. Carter Petzenhauser grabs the rebound. Carter brings it up the middle of the floor, now finds Riley on the right side of the three-point line. To Landon Ellis up top. Owen Olsen on the left wing. Olsen looks inside. Doesn't like what he sees. Passes in the corner for Landon Ellis. Landon clears out some space to Evan Schmidt in the post. He'll turn face, shoot, and his shot too strong. An air ball for Evan Schmidt, his first miss of the day. 53-51 Sioux Central. Betcher pulls up from the baseline and hits the jumper from 12. And Coach Jaden wants a timeout for Sioux Central after Carter Betcher's make, and Carter Betcher up to 16 points here today. Sioux Central 55, Spencer 51. Timeout with 6:20 left to play on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child swallowed household cleaner, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first to speak with medical professionals who can give you free personal advice anytime. Save the number, save a life.
55-51, Sioux Central with the lead. 6:20 left to play in the fourth quarter from the Fieldhouse in Spencer. The Rebels send Jake Hargens, Connor Christian, Carter Betcher, Carter Buckley, and Trevor DeMars onto the floor. For Spencer, it's Evan Schmidt, Riley DeWitt, Landon Ellis, Owen Olsen, and Carter Petzenhauser. Does get kind of confusing with the three Carters on the floor right now between the two teams combined. Here's Riley DeWitt for Spencer, handling the basketball, brings it up the floor. To Carter Petzenhauser on the right side. Back to DeWitt on the left side. Riley to Carter Petzenhauser in the corner, and Petzenhauser steps out of bounds on the baseline. Carter was trying to tightrope walk, just shaded out of bounds, and now the Tigers will set up some full court pressure. Betcher bringing it up the sideline. Landon Ellis trying to stay in front of him. Betcher almost steps out, but somehow stayed in bounds. Tries to turn the corner. Now Buckley. Carter Buckley back to Carter Betcher. 5:45 left to play here with the Fieldhouse in Spencer. Sioux Central leads by 4. Buckley into the lane. Goes up, shot blocked by Olsen, and it's out of bounds off the shoulder of Carter Buckley. Owen Olsen has been extremely active at both ends today. He's played a great game. Spencer Tiger basketball with Sioux Central in front, 55-51. Riley DeWitt to Owen Olsen, looking in the post for Evan Schmidt. Schmidt draws a double team to Carter Petzenhauser. Carter brings it beyond the three-point line. He'll try the three. It's good! Carter Petzenhauser makes yet another three-pointer, his 5th of the day, and Carter has 29 points. Spencer down by 1. Connor Christian at the top of the three-point line. Landon Ellis now guarding Carter Betcher. Betcher to Buckley. Now Christian rolls to the rim. The backdoor cut pays off as he lays it in. The assist from Buckley. Connor Christian now with 10 points. He's in double figures. 57-54 Sioux Central. Carter Petzenhauser for 3. It's good! Carter feeling it as he fills it up from the left side of the three-point line, and Carter has 32. Spencer Tigers have tied it up 57-57. Buckley to Christian. Back to Betcher. He'll try the 3. That's too strong. Rebounded by Landon Ellis. Ellis crosses the timeline. Stop and go down the lane. Has it knocked away out of bounds, and it will stay with the Spencer Tigers. Landon had the right idea there because they never did slow him down or stop him. But once he got in the lane, he was surrounded by 4 red jerseys, which is going to be tough to penetrate. Carter Petzenhauser to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Riley DeWitt. Now Jimmy Slattery back to Carter. Drives baseline. Across the lane. A whistle before the pass. Foul called on Sioux Central. It will be the third team foul on the Rebels. Foul is on Connor Christian, his second personal on the push. So Spencer will inbound the basketball on the baseline again. Just over 4 minutes left to play. Game tied 57-57. Inbounds pass. Owen Olsen on the left wing. Back to Carter. Now Olsen again. Carter drawing all kinds of attention. Jimmy, can he knock down the open shot? The three, no good. Owen Olsen follows it up and lays it in. Owen hung up in the air above everybody, and the Tigers back in front, 59-57. Spencer Tigers have clawed their way back after a great start to the second half by Sioux Central. Rebels built up a 5-point lead at the end of the third quarter, led by as many as 10 in that third. Here's Buckley to Christian in the corner. Christian trying to back down Riley DeWitt and called for a travel. I think that really could have been almost an offensive foul as he pushed off with the left forearm trying to create some space. I don't really blame him. I wouldn't want to play against Riley DeWitt either. He is an absolute pest, the way he can stay in front of you defensively and move his feet. Nobody that handles the basketball likes to deal with a defender like that. 59-57 Tigers, 3:28 left to play. Here's Owen Olsen on the left wing. Carter Petzenhauser doesn't get the pass. Riley will step into a three, and it's no good. It was around the rim and out, no good. Rebounded by Jake Hargens. Good-looking shot from Riley, but it wouldn't fall. Now the Rebels run the floor. Hargens left alone for three. No good, short off the front iron. Carter Petzenhauser gets the rebound and now leads the break. 3-on-2, Carter to the rim. Foul on the floor in the lane beforehand. Good recognition there by the Rebels to get that foul. They have fouls to give. You don't want that train coming down the tracks with full speed. 59-57, Tigers lead. Spencer has the basketball on the baseline, 3:05 left to play. Riley DeWitt will inbound the basketball. Claps his hands on the ball, gets it into Devin Dirks. He steps back for a long two. Riley gets the offensive rebound and lays it in from the left side. What did Coach say after the game on Tuesday night? Owen Olsen and Riley DeWitt, the two energy guys for the Tigers. They have provided some energy here in recent moments as the Tigers take the lead 61-57. 2:45 left to play and a foul called on the Spencer Tigers. Devin Dirks trying to stay in front. It's whistled for the foul. That was the Tigers' last foul left to give. 16 fouls now for Spencer. Sioux Central will shoot on the next foul call. Jake Hargens makes the catch inbounds. Hargens guarded by Carter Petzenhauser. Spins down the lane and traveled as he lost his balance. Jake Hargens trying to spin and back into Carter Petzenhauser, and that might have been one of Carter's bag of tricks. He might have gone into the bag of tricks there and pulled his body away just a little bit from Jake Hargens to cause him to lean and lose his balance. Timeout taken by Spencer. Tigers will have the basketball coming out of the timeout and the lead. 61-57 Spencer, 2:35 left to play in the fourth on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD. .35 left to play in the fourth quarter. The Spencer Tigers have wrestled the lead away from the Sioux Central Rebels and now in front 61-57. Tigers huddling up near the bench. Sioux Central on the floor with DeMars, Christian, Betcher, Hargens, and Buckley. Spencer will answer with DeWitt, Slattery, Olsen, Schmidt, and Petzenhauser. And Carter with the basketball in the backcourt, guarded by Carter Buckley. Carter brings it to the right side, gets all the way inside and is fouled. Connor Christian climbing the ladder trying to meet Carter at the summit, but contacts him and will send him to the free throw line. So 2 free throws upcoming for Carter Petznauser. Just 4 misses from the floor today for Carter. Lines up the first free throw, and it is good. 33 now for Carter Petznauser. Carter will line up his second free throw. The shot on the way, and it is good. He knocks down both. 6 of 6 at the free throw line today. 34 points for the Tiger Junior. Sioux Central's Connor Christian at midcourt. Brings it across the timeline. Steps through. Finds Carter Betcher. Tigers lead by 6. 2:04 left to play. Betcher pulls up for 3. It's good! Carter Betcher has had an answer from three-point range whenever the Rebels have needed it. And he hits another big three-pointer, his 5th of the afternoon. 19 points now for Betcher. 63-60 Spencer Tigers. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Carter Petznauser runs to get the ball into the lane. Kick to Owen Olson for 3. It rims good. Around the rim, up in the air, hangs and falls through for Owen Olson. Big time shot from the Tiger sophomore. He has 16. 66-60. Spencer back in front by 2 baskets. And a 5-second violation against Carter Betcher. And who was it? It was Riley DeWitt right there with him, locking him down. Master lock. Nowhere to go for Betcher, and I think he heard the whistle and looked up a little bit and thought, man, that was tough to get away from. 5 seconds. Gives it back to Spencer. The turnover, a big one for Sioux Central. Carter Petznauser across midcourt. Carter, all kinds of space. Now Jake Hargens closes out on him. Carter gets around him, pulls up for the jump shot from 12. That's no good. And a whistle inside against Evan Schmidt as he was in a little bit of a wrestling match with Connor Christian. So not the scenario the Tigers wanted. You had Carter Petznauser missing the shot. And now with no time going off the clock, Sioux Central will head the other way to shoot free throws with 1:12 left to play. Connor Christian at the line for a 1-and-1. Sioux Central in the bonus, and Christian makes the first. 2 of 2 at the line today for Connor Christian. Christian, a 64% free throw shooter this season, and he lines up the second free throw this trip. And it is up and good. Christian knocks down both. 66-62, Spencer leads. 1:12 left to play. Evan Schmidt gets it into Carter Petznauser in the backcourt. Back to Evan Schmidt. Now Owen Olson. Owen will bring it across the timeline. Finds Landon Ellis. Landon with the basketball to Riley DeWitt. Riley DeWitt brings it over to Owen Olson. Owen Olson closed out and fouled by Carter Buckley. Sioux Central had a foul left to give, needed to get that out of the way. Now 16 fouls on the Rebels. Next foul will send Spencer to the free throw line. 57 seconds left to play. Tigers inbounding it, leading by 4. Into Landon Ellis, back to Carter, and Carter didn't catch it cleanly and then shuffled his feet on his way to the basket, and it's called for a travel. That's just a bad break there for the Tigers. Spencer leads by a couple of baskets, 66-62 with 55 seconds left to play. Sioux Central will have the basketball after the timeout here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD. .55 seconds left to play here from the Fieldhouse in Spencer, and the Spencer Tigers leading the Sioux Central Rebels 66-62. But a miscue just before the timeout by the Spencer Tigers, a traveling violation to give the ball back to Sioux Central, and the Rebels will have it with just under a minute left to play. Sioux Central obviously needs some points quickly. It will be Jake Hargens to inbound the basketball. Carter Buckley and Carter Betcher join him on the floor, as do Connor Christian and Trevor DeMars. Hargens gets it into Betcher. Landon Ellis guarding him in the backcourt. Betcher brings it across the timeline. Tiger bench yelling out, "Do not foul." Betcher gets loose, tries the three, too strong. Rebounded by Evan Schmidt, and he's pushed and fouled. Carter Betcher got a decent look, but that might be his most offline shot today. He has been a dead-eye shooter all afternoon, but that one was just too strong. So that sends Evan Schmidt to the free throw line, with the Tigers now in the bonus. And Spencer leading by 4. 2 big free throws here for the purple and gold. First free throw up and good for Evan Schmidt. Evan with 13 points today. Second free throw from Schmidt, too strong. Rebound fought for, still loose. Riley DeWitt dives after it, gets it, and the Tigers get a timeout. Great hustle play by Spencer. And with 39 seconds left to play, Tigers lead 67-62. And the Tigers will have the basketball coming out of the timeout here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
.39 seconds left to play here at the Fieldhouse in Spencer. Our second really good game back-to-back between Spencer and Sioux Central. And the Tigers getting that loose ball on the floor will keep it coming out of this timeout. Sioux Central bringing Gavin Morton onto the floor, a 5'11" senior, along with Mills, Buckley, Betcher, and Hargens. I would imagine that's a defensive substitution because of the situation. Tigers inbounding the basketball, get it into Riley DeWitt. Now Carter Petzenhauser, and he's fouled immediately by Carter Betcher. And that will send Carter Petzenhauser to the line. And now the offensive substitution with DeMars and Christian coming back in. Mills and Morton go back to the bench. Carter to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 34 points this afternoon for Carter. Steps up to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. First free throw up, and it is good. .38 seconds left to play. Tigers lead by 6. Second free throw on the way, and it rattles off the rim, no good. First miss at the line today for Carter Petzenhauser, who has 35. Hargens gets in the lane, spins, steps through, lays it up, and it won't fall. Evan Schmidt gets the rebound as Jake Hargens got a great look, couldn't get it to go. And the Tigers breathe a sigh of relief as Hargens got it right to the cup, rolled around the rim all the way and then off. And Spencer will go the other way for free throws. It's Evan Schmidt at the line with Spencer leading 68-62, 26.7 seconds left to play. Evan Schmidt with a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity. The foul shot is up and good. Evan Schmidt 4 of 6 at the line today. Spencer lead is 7 now. Second free throw up and good. Schmidt makes both. 26 seconds left to play. Tigers lead by 8, 70-62. And it's a carrying violation called on Carter Betcher, as Betcher did turn the wrist over just a little bit. Coach Jaden has his hands on his head as he walks down the bench almost towards the locker room. He obviously does not like the call, but you could definitely see Carter Betcher did turn his wrist over a little bit. Only thing is sometimes, you know, that one can go either way a little bit sometimes. Inbounds pass for Spencer, gets it into Landon Ellis. And Landon will have his turn at the free throw line now. And Spencer is in the double bonus, so the Tigers shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way. Landon Ellis stepping up to the line. Riley DeWitt is the only Tiger around the free throw lane right now. First free throw up and good for Landon Ellis. Maybe he's there for emotional support for Landon because he gave him a high five after the make. 71-62 Tigers. Landon Ellis lines up the second free throw. It's good, and the Tiger lead is 10. Sioux Central inbounds the basketball. Betcher races up the floor, spins, flips it across to Hargens. Hargens down the lane, and a blocking foul called against Owen Olsen of Spencer. Tigers don't want to foul in this situation, but 10-point lead, it's a little bit more of an excusable foul. Owen with his third personal. Owen's played great today, by the way. Free throw from Jake Hargens, good. .2 seconds left to play. Free throw is good. And the Tigers will throw it long. Evan Schmidt down court to Carter, who catches it and lays it in. The Tigers catch Sioux Central napping just a little bit. Beautiful pass from Evan Schmidt, and now an early three from Carter Betcher, who didn't realize how much time he had. No good. Spencer the rebound, and time will expire. The Tigers earn a 10-point lead, but this game was much closer throughout. 10-point lead, a little bit misleading with how close this game truly was. Either way, a great win for the Tigers here this afternoon against a good Sioux Central team. Spencer wins a pair. The Tiger girls win in the first game, 54-41. And now our final in the boys game, 74-64. Spencer Tigers will be back with the Tiger postgame show to wrap things up next here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
We have several convenient ways to pay your bill with Spencer Municipal Utilities. Sign up for our bank payment plan and have the amount due taken out automatically on the due date. Put your payment in the mail. Use the drop box in front of our office. Make a payment online through our website or mobile app. Utility customers can make a payment by phone. Our payment window is also open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. As a reminder, until we have our billing systems completely integrated, we aren't able to take your communication payment by phone. If you have questions on what might be best for you, or if you need assistance setting up a different payment method, feel free to give our customer service a call at 580-5800.
Spencer Municipal Utilities. We keep you connected to your world.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
The Spencer Fine Art Boosters, or FAB, was established in July 2015 to provide encouragement and funding to the Spencer Community School Fine Arts Department for the enrichment of students. Our mission is to strengthen the substance and quality of the fine arts and assure Spencer students the opportunity to develop their creative skills, to exercise their talents.
FAB supports all the fine arts, including band, choir, debate, drama, mock trial, speech, and visual arts,
all under one umbrella by raising money to fund programs and items that are not provided within school and activity budgets. All donated funds are used to directly benefit the students of these programs.
In the past, FAB has been able to help purchase new marching band uniforms and color guard supplies, the Sinfonia Orchestra Enhancement System for the fall musical, supplies for the speech, drama, and mock trial programs, along with various scholarships.
Become a member by donating as little as $25 a year and learn more about the Spencer Fine Arts Boosters by following us on social media at facebook.com/Spencer Fine Arts Boosters.
She's looking at me like breakfast. If she decides to come us, we run? Yeah. Yeah, he's a little feisty. That's the bottom line.
Watch your favorite channel anytime, anywhere with Watch TV Everywhere on SMU Cable. Learn more at smunet.net or watchtveverywhere.com.
Casey? Mom? Wake up, honey. What's going on? We gotta go. Stay low.
Of the day at the Fieldhouse in Spencer, the Spencer Tiger boys defeat Sioux Central 74-64. Let's take a look at the game stats. Spencer here tonight shot 25 of 43 from the floor, 58%. The Tigers in the first half, 11 of 24, 46%. Second half, really knocked down some shots, 14 of 19, including 6 of 9 from three-point range. Spencer making some big shots down the stretch, and the Tigers also knocked down shooters at the free throw line as Spencer goes 15 of 18 at the foul line, 83%. Unofficially 7 turnovers for the purple and gold. For the Sioux Central Rebels, 12 of 26 shooting, 46% in the first half, 11 of 23 in the second half, and for the game, 23 of 49, 47% shooting, 10 of 31 from three-point range, 32%, and for the game at the free throw line, 5 of 8, 63% shooting for Sioux Central. The Rebels took great care of the basketball. I had them for under 5 turnovers for the game, which is just incredible. Granted, that's an unofficial stat. I'm not totally 100% sure how many the Rebels had here today, but they did take great care of the basketball. Spencer outscored Sioux Central 15-14 in the first quarter. Second quarter, it was Sioux Central outscoring Spencer 17-16. Third quarter, the Rebels really shot the basketball well, 8 of 11 from the floor, 4 of 5 from 3, and Sioux Central outscored the Spencer Tigers 22-17 in that third to take a 5-point lead in the fourth quarter. Spencer led 53-48 at that point, and in the fourth quarter, the Spencer Tigers really were able to come alive offensively, keep Sioux Central at arm's length as the Tigers outscored the Rebels 26-11 in that fourth quarter, and the Spencer Tigers get the win 74-64. Leading scorer for the Tigers here tonight, Carter Petznauser, he had 37 points, 16 points for Owen Olson, 15 points for Evan Schmidt, 4 points for Riley DeWitt, 2 points Landon Ellis. For the Sioux Central Rebels, the leading scorer here tonight was Jake Hargens. He had 21, 19 points for Carter Betcher, 12 points for Connor Christian, 3 points apiece Ethan Mills, Carter Buckley, and Trevor DeMars. With the victory, Spencer improving to 3-0 on the season. Sioux Central falls to 1-2. But think about some of the teams the Rebels have played here early in the season. Opened up with a win over Esterville Lincoln Central, then played a tough Newell Fonda team last night, now facing a good Spencer team here today. So the Rebels certainly being tested here in the early going in the non-conference schedule, and I'm sure Coach Jaden would not have it any other way, getting his team ready for conference play shortly. For the Spencer Tiger boys, coming up next, Spencer will be taking on the Emmetsburg Ehawks, and that will be here on Monday night at the Fieldhouse. We will have the girls' game tip-off at 6:15 and the boys' game to follow that. And then the Tigers will go to Spirit Lake on Tuesday night. And then next Friday night, Spencer will host Western Christian. And then a week from that, Friday the 18th, it will be Spencer on the road at Storm Lake. And that will be the final game before the Christmas break. When we come back, we'll take a look at our individual scoring stats from tonight's game. Again, our final score, Spencer 74, Sioux Central 64. Here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our
final score in game number 2. The Tiger boys defeat Sioux Central 74-64. Let's take a look at our scoring stats. Carter Petznauser leads the way for the Tigers with 37 points, 16 points for Owen Olson, 15 from Evan Schmidt. Riley DeWitt with 4. Landon Ellis had 2. For Sioux Central, the 2 big guns were outstanding. Jake Hargens had 21, 19 for Carter Betcher, 12 points from Connor Christian, 3 points apiece, Ethan Mills, Carter Buckley, and Trevor DeMars. I'm joined now on the post-game show by Corey Petznauser, the head coach of the Spencer Tiger boys. Corey, the Tigers find themselves in that third quarter falling behind the Rebels, and the Rebels actually build up, I believe, at one point a 10-point lead. What were you thinking at that point, and what were you telling the Tigers to allow them to, stay calm and realize that this game was still well within reach?
Well, we talked at halftime about, the need to try to string some stops together. We had, came out of the gate to start the game really well, built a little lead there, and then, in the second quarter, I think we kind of had 8-9 point lead, and they made a run and came back. We couldn't string multiple stops together, and so we talked about that at halftime and wanted that to be the focus, and they come out and they score on their first 4 possessions, and
I think they made their first 5 shots.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah, our first 5 possessions. Yeah, I think you're right too. And we just told them, in the halftime break that we just needed to continue to play with our pace and do the things that we needed to do. We thought that, with them having played last night, that, come late in the game in the second half, that they would start to fatigue a little bit. And, we had some guys step up and make some plays. Obviously, Carter had a big night tonight and carried us offensively, but we had a lot of other guys, and I just kind of felt like as we were able to get a couple buckets to go, and I think we got it cut back to 5 then to end the quarter, I kind of felt like we were getting a little bit of an advantage with our conditioning, and our guys were able to make plays down the stretch. But I can't say enough about the way Steve had that team prepared tonight. I mean, they played last night and didn't perform the way that they probably had hoped, and to have them come out tonight and it just, we talked as a coaching staff after the game. We felt like we played pretty well.
I thought the same thing.
And it was just one of those nights where you had two teams that were putting the ball in the basket, which obviously is the whole goal, and give them a ton of credit for the fight that they had, and they had guys step up and make some shots that we didn't necessarily expect, but it's a really solid group that's going to win a lot of games this year.
And Corey, kind of like Carter a year ago, you just don't see too many sophomores like those two for Sioux Central, Betcher and Harkins.
Right, yeah. For them to really kind of carry the weight for that team, and I thought that we had times, especially in the first half on Harkins, where we defended him pretty well, and he just he elevates and kind of hangs and
touch around the rim,
and has great touch around the rim. He kind of changes the angle on his shot a little bit, and is able
I'm jealous of his hair. He has cool hair too.
Well, I'm to the point where I'm jealous of anybody with hair, but so and Betcher, his release on his jumper is so quick. If you give him an inch, that thing is up, and he stuck a couple of huge ones. Late game or late clock situations for them that really kind of gave them the momentum. But yeah, those two guys are going to be a handle for the next 2 years for sure.
And a guy that we talked a little bit about the other night, but might have been the difference in this one for the Tigers, I thought Owen Olson was great from start to finish.
Yeah, he just continues to improve each night, and with Owen, he's brings so much energy and so much intensity, and he's it seems like he's the Energizer Bunny. I mean, he just never quits, and he's really fit in well, and has shot the ball extremely well here to start the year, and certainly a big part. But I thought Evan Schmidt really bounced back tonight and had a great game. He didn't get a lot of offensive touches in the first half, but I thought he was fantastic passing the ball against their zone. I mean, he hit Carter on a couple of dive cuts that Carter got and ones out of that. They were pinpoint passes, and so again, he was strong on the glass for us, which he's going to have to be all year long.
And finally, we did mention Carter had the big night with 37, and it's almost like clockwork. When he hits that first shot, you just know he's going to be in for a good day.
Yeah. He was disappointed after the game Thursday night with the way he shot it, and I thought. And I told him and I told our coaching staff after practice last night, I thought Carter was as good as he's ever been in his high school career in responding to how he played the night before. He moved beyond it, forgot about it, and he was intense and ready to go right from the start of practice. He and 8 or 10 other guys stuck around after practice last night for about a half hour, getting extra shots up, and it just kind of had a feel that he was going to bounce back tonight.
And I've got more good news for you. We got the Cyclone final 42-6, so I know you're happy about that too.
Absolutely. Big 12 champions.
All right, congratulations on the win here at the Fieldhouse tonight, and for the Cyclones coach, and we'll talk to you before Monday's game.
All right, thank you.
Spencer Tiger boys get the win, 74-64. Pair of really fun games here with the Fieldhouse this afternoon. The Tiger girls win 54-41. So again, join us on Monday for the Spencer Tiger matchup with Emmetsburg. Girls game will tip at 6:15, and the boys game to follow that up here on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD. I'd like to thank Brian Schmidt back at the KICD studios, our game engineer, for doing a great job as always. Thank you to Brian. I'm Mark Magnuson. You've been listening to Tiger Basketball on News Radio 102.5 and AM 1240 KICD.